All right. Let's see here. Wow, that is a crazy profile picture. Eli, let's get Eli in here. We sent him an invite at least. He keeps saying MAGA. He keeps spamming. So Dev is saying Vivek is better than Kamala. Okay. This guy's saying MAGA. Sam is saying MAGA. Here comes Sam. Wow. What's up, man? How old are you?
Hey, man. 30.
30. And you voted for Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Have I spoken to you before?
Yeah, we've spoken a couple times.
Oh, well. I don't know. Maybe I probably should get somebody new, no?
I don't know. We can talk about the Democratic Party tonight if you want.
I mean, do you have like a specific topic you want to talk about, or?
Yeah, I just,
make it quick.
One of the big things that comes up is like your platform. You've used it to say that Biden or Trump is a accused essayer, that he is a bully, a felon.
Proven essayer.
Yep. So I just want to know why, if that's the case, you guys were all at that White House last week hugging Hunter Biden, who's also a felon. Why there's such a double standard. Why you guys treat your guests like shit. Why you talk down to people that vote Republican. And
you just have a long list of grievances here, huh?
Yeah. And then what you guys are going to plan to do so you don't get your ass kicked again in 4 years, because you guys treat everyone like shit who votes the other side. So, yeah, I've got a lot to talk about.
Right. Let's start. I'll try to remember everything you said regarding Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden is not running for the presidency. So when we bring up like Donald Trump being a convicted felon, like he is now tasked with upholding the laws that he broke. Whereas Hunter Biden is a private citizen, right? And also Hunter Biden's been pardoned, which kind of is irrelevant from the argument. But Hunter Biden has made an explicit attempt to rehabilitate himself and has been very successful in doing that, and is now a productive member of society and is like dedicating his life to giving back to people. And he's taken accountability. Like he apologized for what he did. And I don't think that if you're automatically a convicted felon, you're automatically a bad person for the rest of your life. There are plenty of young people who make mistakes at like 18, 17, 16 years old, become felons. And they all go on to live very successful lives and do amazing things. That's my view with Hunter Biden, that he made mistakes, he messed up, but he's taken accountability and tried to be better. Donald Trump has not done that at all. Matter of fact, he called his felonies like fake and said all the evidence against him was fake and that it was rigged and things like that. So clearly there's no remorse. Clearly there's no accountability. That's the double standard, or the double standard that you're trying to point to. The hypocrisy that doesn't exist, right? Then you say, I think you also said like, was the second one you said, why do I talk down to people, or why do we talk down to people? Am I correct in saying that was the second one you brought up?
Correct. Yeah. What are you going to do to bring people into the, under the umbrella or into the tent, instead of continuing to mock people, mock the way they vote, mock their grammar? I mean, I could go through all the things that you guys do on your side, because you guys are such the loving and tolerant group of people.
I mean, okay, let's get real here, man. Let's get real here.
Except if you vote for Donald Trump, then you're not. And I actually want to go back to a point that you said earlier. You said there's a lot of people that get felonies at 16 and 17 and they turn their life around. Well, Hunter Biden didn't get a felony at 16 and 17. He got a felony in his late 40s.
I think that people get felonies in their 40s and turn their lives around.
For lying on very serious things. He lied.
Fuck out of here! Oh, please stop.
He lied to obtain a firearm. Stop, he lied on his taxes.
How many people, like, per year? You can give me like a range. You don't have to know a specific number. How many people per year are charged with what Hunter Biden was charged with, specifically with the gun form?
I'm sure there's plenty of them. I don't know.
It's like in the tens to the hundreds, the low hundreds.
Well, yeah,
right? This is a very, and by the way, it's often almost never charged by itself.
Yeah.
Normally the charges that were brought against Hunter Biden, like lying on a gun form, are brought in conjunction with other charges in an attempt to strike a plea deal.
So that makes him pretty stupid then, right?
No. I'm not saying it makes it okay. I'm not saying it makes it right, but I'm pointing out how rare this is. And it's not considered like a high level felony of which, man, he took the life of somebody, right? It's nothing like that. So for you to say like, oh, it's such a significant thing, it's really not. And even the Department of Justice recognizes that this is just not all that significant. However, it's still a crime. It should not be downplayed. but it's not significant in the way that you're trying to make it out to be.
It actually is pretty significant.
And also, he's not trying to be president of the United States
right now.
He's not trying to be president of the United States. You're talking about a private citizen, right? We're talking about somebody who's running for public office. That's a difference here, and that's a difference you're not recognizing. Now, to talk to your point about why we talk down to people, we don't talk down to every person. I'm not talking down to you right now, am I? We talk down to people who come in here and make fools of themselves and say, oh, it's this or that, or Biden is a lizard man, and the election in 2020 wasn't fair, and that Donald Trump is so great, and they can't name policy. When we're talking to somebody like that, it is incredibly difficult to take them seriously. And so we match their energy, as somebody in the comment just said. We match their energy. If they're going to be disrespectful to us or scream at us or have no idea what they're talking about, but yet claim to be an expert in this stuff, I'm sorry. Respect is not just given, it's earned. So when somebody says that, anyway. And then to finish on your last point of like, how are we going to expand the umbrella? How are we going to bring more people in for the next 4 years? We're going to continue to do what we've done in the Democratic Party. We're going to continue to talk to people, advocate for our policies, get out there, talk to people on a personal level and advocate for the Democrats, but also invest in communities and local politics to build up the infrastructure from the ground up. It's not just national, it's local. And that's not necessarily something that like I'm doing or like Parker's doing or Chris is doing or Dean is doing because we're not the Democratic Party, but we will continue to have these conversations, whether it be on TikTok if for some reason it gets preserved or some other medium that we choose. But we're always looking to increase and include more people. But, you know, the people you see we talk to are mostly like far right extremists who are never going to have their minds changed.
Okay. I just wanted to touch base on a couple points that you brought up. First off, lying on a form to obtain a firearm is a very serious thing, and that's why we have the gun issues that we have in this country. So for you to say that that's not a serious thing is kind of mind-blowing to hear that. You also mentioned that...
I didn't say it's not a serious thing. I said it's not considered a serious felony, but sure.
Well, it should be considered a serious felony because...
Okay, do you consider falsifying business records in the first degree to interfere in an election as a serious felony?
I believe those are serious things if they are tried and true, but I don't
believe with Donald Trump, right?
Yeah. I mean, Harry, speaking of falsified business records, if you want to talk about your connection to the DNC through
let's talk about it. What's the evidence why I have a connection to the DNC?
That's really rich coming from you, but
no, wait, hold on. Well, you can't just say that and go, but what's my connection to the DNC?
I didn't say goodbye.
No, I said but. You can't say that and then say but.
The fact that you've lied and said that you've not been connected to the DNC. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. I've said I'm not been paid by the DNC. I mean, like, when you say like connection, like I know people at the DNC because I do stuff in politics. So I think it's natural that I know people in the Democratic Party, but like I've never been paid by them.
You've never taken any money.
Not a cent, not a penny, not a dime.
So what if the DNC paid Palette Media to give you money? Is that being
not
paid?
Happened. That hasn't happened. Whatever way you want to frame it, either directly or indirectly, I've never received a dollar.
It's not framing it, but I mean, it's public record.
Well, you are framing it that way.
$13,000 from Democracy Defense Action.
Is Democracy Defense Action named the DNC or Palette Media by any chance? The answer is, I'll answer it for you. The answer is no. So when that is a super PAC, they asked me to do social media consulting for them back in 2022, I believe it was. By the way, we're almost in 2025 now. So you're bringing up something that's almost close to 3 years old. But when a PAC wants to know more about social media, they're not going to hire like random Joe Schmo on the street to do that. They're going to bring in people who know social media to do that, right? So I don't understand like why that's confusing for so many of you. It's just not that. It's not rocket science, right?
It isn't rocket science, and you can deny that you're being directly paid by the DNC, but your ties suggest a completely different story. So
what ties?
I just told you, Palette Management and...
So Palette Management is a private company.
Right? That connects... So, you're an essentially what's going on is you're an actor.
Oh, I'm an actor.
You're an actor getting paid by a third-party groups that you're not getting directly...
If I'm an actor, it should be easy to debunk me on like any point, right? If I'm just like an actor who hasn't studied this since I was like 16 or 17 years old and like has been debating my entire life, then it'd be really easy to just come in here and steamroll me because I'm just an actor, right? But obviously, me like having a conversation with you, and I bet on the policy and on the topics would not go well for you.
Let's talk
to be nice. No. To be nice. That obviously indicates that it's not just an act. And by the way, I mean, like, God, you want me to pull up like my pictures or my work when I was like 16 working in local politics, like the idea that this is like an act is very insane, and you have no evidence to back it up. It's just like what you want to believe as opposed to what the evidence is telling you to be the case.
So you didn't take $6,000 from the Democratic super PAC media touches. You didn't take $13,000 from
it's Midas touch. It's Midas touch, and
$10,000 from Palette Media. There's no
I've never taken $210,000. I wish I was getting paid $210,000 to do this, man. That would be, I believe, proper compensation for talking to people like you. But Midas Touch, by the way, it's named Midas Touch, and they were also asking for social media consulting. They were also asking for social media consulting.
And those federal election committee
can you be quiet, please? Can you be quiet? They were also asking for social media consulting, and that was also again in 2022. So you're bringing up things that were like 2 to 3 years old, which, by the way, I don't regret. I do social media consulting again because it's fun. I don't regret that at all. I'll do it again today, but it's also again like 3 years old. So it's like, did they pay me $3,000 or whatever the sum you said from 2022 to now to make videos? Like, really? Do you think that's really the case? You think I'm working for, like, I think Dean did the math, $2 an hour for 8 hours a day for 365 days straight?
If I were you, I wouldn't even bring up Dean, because Dean has gone live and admitted that he is the liberal Andrew Tate, that he has stolen money from people. He's ran scam.
I brought up Dean doing the math, buddy. Like, you don't have to go on like a tangent about how much you don't like Dean. I understand that he might be like intimidating for you, but like,
no, Dean's not intimidating. He's like,
he's a little intimidating for you, isn't he? Just a little bit.
No, not at all.
He's a nice guy. You don't have to be intimidated by him. He's a nice guy, I promise.
Really? He's a nice guy?
He's a nice guy, yeah.
He steals money from other people and he's a nice guy.
Well, first of all, he hasn't stolen money from people. He's a genuine guy. And like, if you have to bring up things that he did when he was like 14 or 15 to like get a gotcha moment, then I just think you're a loser.
I mean, that's like 4 years ago for him though, so it's pretty relevant.
Well, I mean, it's not just 4 years ago, right?
Donald Trump did 30 years ago, but it's not relevant.
Yeah. It's not. You're missing a key factor here, man. Obviously, like, if 4 years is different in different contexts. So, for example, if you're 50 and 4 years ago you did something really bad, that's objectively different than you being 18 and doing something different at 14 when you're still an immature kid, right? So like, for you to like frame it that way is so like well, I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand why you're coming up here and being so dishonest and like disingenuous. I feel like we've had good conversations before, if my memory serves me correctly, and for you to come up here and act in like this incredibly dishonest way is just like, it's just disappointing. I think like to really like make the comparison between Dean when he was 14 and like Trump when he was 40 or 50 is like, it's genuinely insane stuff. And to continue to run with this lie that like, oh, it's the DNC or whatever, it's like, it's just embarrassing at this point. Look, man, if you don't have any policy you don't want to talk about, then I'm not interested in the conversation anymore. So,
it's really funny that you just called me a liar when everything that I just pulled up was truth. All the money that
I don't think I didn't use the word liar. I said you're being very dishonest and disingenuous, which it is.
I'm actually pressing you on things that need to be.
Do you not see that I'm incredibly calm right now? I've had this conversation like a million times.
You would never step in the ring. Here's your business model. You love bringing people up here that, for the most part, don't know what they're talking about.
Are you one of those people? Do you not understand that the selection is random? Like, I can't pick I can't like guess who I bring up, right? I just pick people and they come up. And if they know something, they know something.
I literally heard you, as you were picking me, say, "Oh, hey, it's Sam's coming up." You know exactly who is coming up. Your
username has Sam in it.
Yeah, but you said he's coming up again. I heard you say that, Harry.
I did not say again. That's just, no, come on. Why are you being, I don't understand why you're being so disingenuous and dishonest right now. I didn't say again. Remember when I just asked you, have we spoken before? Because I recognized your voice.
Yes.
Why would I say, do you really think that I remember your username, like, respectfully? I'm sorry. I don't remember everybody's username that I've spoken to, right?
I know that.
And also, just be quiet for a second. Also, for random people, how would I know anything about them? How would I know anything about them? Like, this is such a crazy hill to die on. It's such a crazy hill to die on.
I don't understand. What do you mean by what you just, can you please explain?
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, like, when I pick somebody to come up and debate, I don't know that person, right? Often I've never spoken to these people before. Sometimes I speak to people I've spoken to before, like I'm doing with you right now. But often I have no knowledge of these people. They could be an expert in political science, or they could be as dumb as a bag of rocks. I have no idea when I bring somebody up, just like nobody else has any idea, like Chris, Parker, Dean, whatever. We pick random people. And so you're saying like that's the business model. No, I don't enjoy like sitting up here and like dunking on people like you all the time. It gets kind of boring.
You're not dunking on me actually, and if you want to,
I am. I mean, like every point you brought up on like the DNC or Dean is just like it's so easily disprovable. That's why I'm like confused as to why this is the hill you want to die on. It's just like,
really
why?
You pick any Trump policy, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you about it right now, right here.
Well, no. Well, you can't go from like, oh, like, you know, you're paid by the DNC to like, oh, you know, I want to talk about Trump policy. Like you had the opportunity to come up here and talk about Trump policy if you wanted. You chose not to.
So basically, you just want to kick me because you feel like that I'm coming in too strong.
No, I don't care. I've had this conversation like a million times. So when you're saying like, oh, you're paid by the DNC or Dean is this or whatever, it's like, or Hunter Biden, right? I couldn't care less. Like I've had this conversation so many times. So you can come in as hot as you want, but I gave you the opportunity. I told you we've spoken before. We'll make it quick. I've given you the opportunity to come up here and speak. These are the topics you chose to go with, and it's your mistake, not mine. So you have a good rest of your night. All right. I appreciate you. Thanks, man. Have a good one. Yo, oh my God, Megan, thank you for the $50 right off the bat. Golly, I adore you, Harry. You're the greatest. Happy holidays. Megan, I adore you. Golly, can we get some W's for Megan in the chat, please? Oh my God, W's in the chat for Megan. Wow, that's so incredibly kind. Happy holidays to you, Megan, as well. I appreciate you. Thank you, Megan. W man. W Megan in the chat. Katie, thanks for the $1. Harry, your hair looks so good, RN. I appreciate that. I didn't do anything to it today. On it, normally I like put it up to be a little bit like not messy, but I just kind of left it. So I appreciate that. And Killer, thanks for the $2. Also, messy hair. Messy hair, Harry, how's it going on? Work it. You're the best. Tell this chat to tap the screen for me. Killer, I appreciate you so much. Double tap the screen. I appreciate you, Killer. Thank you. Allie, thanks for the $1. Ice cold take, but you don't get to debate on Hunter Biden if you voted for a felon, SA or rapist, business fraudster. Like, I totally agree. Good point, Allie. Killer, thanks for the $4. Glad you're back. Daughter left for Christmas break at her dad's this morning, so it's a tough time for me this holiday. You're the perfect distraction. Hoping the happiest Christmas for you and your family. Well, Killer, you have us. You have all of us. Happy holidays to you. We're with you, and I know you'll have a great holiday season, and it's so good to see you here. Tahira, thanks for the $5. Hey, Harry, finals are done. So I'm back and free. Let's get married before the spring semester starts, please. God, spring semester is intimidating. But I hope you did well in your finals, Tahira. I know you did. Juliet, thanks for the $5. Hi, Harry. May I ask who your top 5 artists on Spotify are? Yeah, let me go find it. I think I have it in my camera roll. I think, right? Hopefully. Yes, I do. I had Drake, The Kid Laroi, Shabuzi, Post Malone, and Future were my top 5. All a big fan. Drake was number 1. He's the GOAT. Lexi, thanks for the $2. I told my mom about us. Well, Lexi, you tell your mom I said hi. I appreciate the support. Shakayla, thanks for the $1. SOTD was actually good today. Thanks for giving us one. It's a good song of the day. All right, everybody. Venmo, Cash App in the link in the bio. If you want to support the live, it goes an incredibly long way. Make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already. We do these lives all the time. Also, double tap the screen. Let's try to get to 200,000 likes. Princess Crash Out says Drake. Yeah. Drake is fantastic. Wonderful. So good. All right, let's bring up the next person here. If you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up. Just type MAGA or Trump 2024, whatever it might be. And we'll go from there, yeah? Jake says he's MAGA. We'll give him an invite. Paradox says they're MAGA. We'll give them an invite. Nobody says they're MAGA. We'll give it. Yes. Oh, wow, we have 2 people coming up. All right, Paradox, how old are you?
23.
All right, why'd you vote for Donald Trump?
For the simple fact that men are better than women at leading.
Oh, so you're very low intelligence, huh?
How does that mean that?
Well, if you think that like men are objectively better, like scientifically proven to be better than women in leadership roles, and I think you're stupid.
We've always observed that throughout history.
Really? Like, can you give me examples of like when this is empirically true and objectively true?
What are the top 3 leaders that comes to your mind?
No. Just give me examples that are objectively true. And also, like, I don't think like history. I think you're gonna like cite a historical example of being like, yes, oh, this leader or this leader or this leader in history. I don't think history, at least modern history, is a great representative of that because, as we all know, there's been a lot of misogyny in society. So for many years, women couldn't even get elected to positions.
Why?
Because, as I just mentioned, there was misogyny. Women couldn't even vote until the 19th Amendment, man. So can you give me examples of like anything that's empirically proven?
Yeah, I mean, the examples
are too emotional.
Really? Okay, we'll see about that. We'll see how this conversation goes, and then we'll talk about emotional.
Mein Kampf's my favorite book. I have an autographed copy at home.
Yeah. This is why women don't like you. This is why women don't like you.
Anyways.
Be quiet. This is why when you go to the bar, they run away, they turn around, they don't like you.
There's clearly biological differences as well that would make us superior to women to lead.
Like what?
Higher endurance.
Endurance?
Yes.
Like in a sprint?
Bro, like, do you understand why people criticize Joe Biden because of him being sleepy, getting tiring? Can you imagine attending a meeting whereas you're just tired of overload of work? We can stand like.
Oh my God, dude! The live just got flagged for hate speech because of this idiot. I was about to make a point to him. Whatever, bro. Whatever, dude. That sucks. Whatever. I was just about to make a point to him. Man, the live just got flagged. That sucks because of these freaks. That's so terrible. Anyway, we'll move on. I don't know if we should restart as a result of that, but we don't have to. I mean, I don't know. Start over. Oh no. I don't know. We'll think. Maybe I'll restart in a second. I don't know. People are saying restart. Maybe I'll restart. Yeah. Okay. We'll to be safe. Somebody says his endurance. All right. People are saying restart. So I'll restart. But before I do so, let me read some Venmo and Cash Apps, make sure I got everybody. Before we restart. Yeah, I think we'll restart, just to be safe. Yo, Joel, oh my God. Thank you for the $70. I appreciate that so much. Yo, please throw some W's in the chat for Joel with $70 saying, Christmas present, keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you so much, Joel. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the Christmas present. That is incredibly kind. Yo, Joel, I appreciate you so very much. At least at a minimum. 70 W's for Joel in the chat. That is so kind. Thank you. Shout out you. You're amazing. I love you. Maggie, thanks for the $10. And I think, quote, and I think you're stupid. Yeah, tell him. Yeah, no, definitely. I do. I think that guy is just completely unintelligent. Tatiana, thanks for the $1. Can you go live with Chris so I have both of you at the same time? I mean, we're doing different lives, so maybe in a minute. I don't know. Weston, thanks for the $10. I appreciate you. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Weston. And Elena, sorry. $2. Just want to say happy holidays and I'm back. I appreciate you so much. Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to restart. Judy, you know what, Judy? I see you in the chat talking a lot of crap. Why don't you come up and debate in a second? I'm going to restart the live. And so if you're MAGA, just request back up in a second. We'll be there. And if you're not, then yeah, regardless, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll see you in a second.
I've been seeing bad things about Trump, and like I don't know who I'm leaning towards or like much about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you're just like you're not
confused.
Sure who you're.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Do you have like a specific issue that you care about, or just generally, or
abortion? Like.
So you're pro-life?
You're
pro-choice.
Yeah, but like I've heard things like about how like Trump isn't actually for, like he doesn't want to actually help, and like leaving it up to the states isn't a good idea and stuff is what I've heard.
Right. I mean, well, so you're right. So there's so many issues we can dive into. It's like impossible to do all of that at once. But on this specific issue, what I will say is that like, yes, Donald Trump wants to leave it up to the states, whereas like Democrats and Kamala Harris wanted to make it federal. So like in every single state, women can get the care that they need regardless of where they live. Whereas Trump's philosophy says that certain Republican states can ban it, and meaning that like a woman in New York would have more rights than a woman in North Dakota. And Democrats think that's fundamentally wrong. And then not only in a principle level, but once you get down to like lack of access to health care, that if a woman in North Dakota is having a medical emergency, it's not 100% guaranteed that she could get an abortion if she needed it, whereas in New York she could. If you need an abortion in North Dakota, you'd have to leave the state, whereas in New York you didn't have to. It's just like a complete difference of the amount of access to rights you have. So that's what the Democratic Party is all about. That's what the Republican Party is all about. It's unfortunate that that's the difference. But.
Yeah, and my family's also big on how it will lower prices.
Like Trump will?
Yeah, very big. My family is like very country.
They're gonna find your dad down there.
Yeah, so they talk a lot about that, and I brought it up. I was like, hey, like tariffs are gonna raise that, and all my grandpa said was like tariffs are good, and I didn't really know what to say or how to respond to that.
Well, what I would say to your grandfather is that tariffs are like inherently inflationary, meaning that tariffs are meant to raise prices. Like that's their entire goal. So if your family is very concerned with prices being raised, and that's their main concern, then they wouldn't support tariffs, because tariffs, like, for example, when China sends us something like an import, we import, let's just say metal. A tariff is a tax on that import, meaning that if we put a 25% tariff on China, then whatever American company is importing that metal has to pay 25% more of what they were originally paying. So if something increases by 25%, obviously that raises the price. So that's what I would say to your grandfather.
Okay, well, other people are asking me to get down so you can actually debate, so I'll let you.
That's no problem. Hey, I appreciate you thinking about this stuff and getting involved early. That's awesome. You have a good rest of your night, all right?
You too.
Thank you. How nice. Hopefully she doesn't follow her family's lead. That'd be nice. Yo, Aaron, thank you for the $25. That is so incredibly kind. Aaron, I appreciate you. Harry, Merry Christmas. Appreciate you so much. I don't know how you deal with MAGA. Thanks for all that you do. Aaron, Merry Christmas to you. I appreciate you. And hey, I deal with MAGA because I have folks like you supporting. It makes it a lot easier to do. So I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your continued support. Lindsay, thanks for the $2.22. I cannot wait until you're in office one day and I get to remember being back in your lives and cheering you on. You're a gem, my man. Keep on keeping on. Yo, Lindsay, I appreciate that so much. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I won't put it out of the picture. Madison, thank you for the $5. Had to send $5 just to tell you your hair is eating today, King. I appreciate you, Madison. Thank you for being here. That's very kind. That's very kind. Venmo, catch up, link in bio if you want to support the live. If you are MAGA, let me know. Ooh, God, what a throw and what a catch. If you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up and we can talk. There were a lot of people chirping before I restarted, so hopefully they came back. Let's put in Megan. Hopefully, I think that's her name. I'll put in Fisher. He's requesting. Megan, are you MAGA?
Yeah, I am.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay, why did you vote for Donald Trump?
I voted for him because I think like he'll lower prices. And
God. You're lying. You're trolling.
No, I'm not trolling. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious.
No, you're lying.
I'm being dead serious.
Okay, so how's Trump going to do that?
Well, I mean, based on what I've heard, like I'm not 100% educated on this. They say that like the tariffs will lower the prices, but like based on what I heard from the Democrats,
you're such a troll. People are saying your profile picture is Elon Musk as a cheerleader. Come on now, you're trolling. And you follow me and Chris.
I think it's funny.
No. You follow me and Chris.
No, I have to actually ask you a question though.
Stay mad.
I'm not.
This guy doesn't know what planet he's on. This guy's on Jupiter.
Dude,
right now.
Don't kick me yet. Let me ask you a question.
I know. Anyway.
Okay, so my question is like, as far as Joe Biden goes, like, why do you think that he was fit? Like, I understand. I've heard you talk about how, I've heard you talk about how Joe Biden is like, fit to run the country because he took like tests.
You're putting on an accent. We can tell you're putting on an accent.
What?
Yeah. I appreciate you. Have a good one. All right. I mean, this person's trolling, bro. I appreciate it. Their profile picture's Elon Musk cheerleading. All right. What do you want, bro? Why'd you vote for Donald Trump?
I don't know.
Okay. So are you a freak as well or what?
No.
You're not a freak?
No.
All right. So can you name the 3 branches of government?
Yeah,
you're good, bro.
States, federal.
Yeah. Nah, you'd be all right, dude. You'd be good, man. All right. You have a good one. Oh, man. Rami, thanks for the $5. I appreciate you. Harry, I have mad respect. I watch you all the time. I wanted to ask for a favor. It would be possible if you help me share my GoFundMe. It's for my dog's vet bill, unexpected accident. If it's not, I'm really embarrassed to ask. My TikTok is Rami Jr. 98. Hey, for everybody, if you want to go, if you want to support a GoFundMe, I believe I've recognized this account. I'm not 100% sure, but if you want to go check out a GoFundMe, Rami Jr. 98 for their dog, that'd be very nice. Katie, thanks for the $1. Harry, next live you should wear a Santa hat. Love you. Oh, don't worry, that's coming. That's coming. Gigi, thanks for the $1. Where have you worked? You say locally, but where exact? I'm also not gonna tell you that because that would tell you my original area of living. So, Rami Jr. 98, RAMIJR 98. If you want to support their GoFundMe, I believe it's there. So there you go. All right. If you're MAGA, oh my God, dude, this guy keeps saying, "Let me cook." Shouldn't have gone live, man. The sickness is not fun. If you're MAGA, let me know. I can't even invite this guy up. He doesn't even have live access, man. I can't even invite him up. If you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up and we can talk. If you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up and we can talk. Sam says she's MAGA. What a disaster. If you voted for Donald Trump, it's just utterly disastrous. Hello?
Hi.
How old are you?
19.
You voted for Donald Trump?
Yes.
Are you trolling?
No.
You're serious?
No.
Why on earth would you vote for Donald Trump? Do you regret it yet, at least?
Okay. No. So first, First,
no. You guys are no. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm not trolling.
All right, go.
Here.
Okay, so
I'm gonna join her. I'm gonna join her. No. This is what I've always been told. Okay.
Wait, who is this?
My brother.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
No, you got to shut the hell up. It can only be her.
Okay. Stop.
You have to be over 18 to be on TikTok Live. It can only be her.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Okay.
What the fuck did you just say, bro? All right, sorry. Go ahead. Make your point. Go ahead.
Okay, so first I have a joke.
No.
How does Donald Trump make a decision? He flips a coin and then calls it fake news if it doesn't go his way.
Oh my God.
You have a good rest of your night. I appreciate you. All right. You have a good rest of your night, bro. You be all right. You have a good rest of your night, bro. Bro, what is going? Bro, you have a good rest of your night. All right. You be good, man. You be good. Y'all stay safe out there. All right now. Happy holidays. Jeez Louise. All right. If you're actually MAGA, come on up and we'll talk. All right. Tell me why you voted for Donald Trump. Buck is saying he's MAGA. Let's send him an invite. If he wants to come up, he's welcome to. Michael says he's MAGA. We'll send him an invite. If he wants to come up, he's welcome to. I laughed. Oh my God. Vela, how'd you laugh at that? Nurse Lashbrook says he's MAGA. We'll invite him. Blackburn 85. Okay, finally we got somebody up. I just invited like 5 people. Venmo Cash App in the link in the bio if you want to support the live. Also drop a follow if you haven't already. Double tap the screen. Let's try to get to 200,000 likes, and we'll go from there. All right, man. Why you MAGA, Blackburn?
Hey, bro.
Hi.
Hey, man. Look, first off, what you do for your party, how you talk, the platform you got, it's awesome. What you support, doing what you do every day, that's awesome to me.
Thanks, man.
I definitely give you that prop.
Thanks,
I disagree with you on a bunch, but I follow you.
Thanks,
so I
man.
respect you for that. You know what I mean? Like, straight up.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that for sure.
We can, I think we need a lot more people like me and you talking, not agreeing on everything, but I think we need a lot more of that where we are today.
Sure, totally. I totally agree.
And the platform we're in,
Totally agree, man. No problem with that.
I just want to start out with that because I'm not the type to come in here and like bash you for what you're doing.
Sure, man.
You got your own platforms, you got your own views, which is cool. To me,
Sure, man.
I mean,
So why'd you vote for Donald Trump then? Because isn't that kind of contradictory to what you're saying right now, that we have to be able to talk to each other better?
I think no, I don't think so. When you go back and look, I guess I got to look off of, I'm almost 40 years old. I work 2 jobs, 60 hours a week, almost 60 hours a week. I voted, in what, 4 elections now. You look at Bush, Obama, where we are. I don't think that's true. But I voted for Trump because I felt like economy wise, man, I did a little better. My money, end of the day, where my income, net worth, working hard, trying to do tax advantages, what I felt like my local politicians were fighting for. Not that he's, necessarily tied in with that, because Lord knows he can go off on his own deal, But locally, I felt like, Republican wise and him, I felt like, you know, I was definitely doing better.
Why? Why were you doing better under Donald Trump?
Economy.
What did he do for the economy?
It's tax cuts for me.
Okay, so how does
working
tax cuts help you?
Overtime.
How does tax cuts help you?
Overtime.
Oh, tax cuts and overtime?
Yeah.
So you're saying that your overtime that you worked as a result of when it got factored into income was taxed less, or are you saying that you were just taxed less overall on income?
I brought in more. Like, brother, when I did my taxes and worked on my investments.
Do you think that taxes have gone up under Joe Biden? Like, do you not agree with his tax system?
I don't disagree with his tax system necessarily, but I know Trump's tax cuts went through his administration, but I felt like he was a little bit not involved. I'll be honest. I mean,
okay, but do you think that do you disagree with the taxes under Joe Biden? Like, do you agree with our tax system right now or not?
I disagree with his tax ordinance because I've always been a presidential guy. Like I've always been who's the president? Like Bush. Bush had his faults. Obama. Like I felt like me and Obama, we could hang out. We could go do stuff. I didn't agree with everything he did. Not everything, some of it. But me and Obama, we could do our thing.
Sure.
You know what I'm trying to say? But I felt like
I honestly don't really know where you're going with this, to be honest. I'm just asking you, do you think that your taxes have gone up under Joe Biden?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so we're still under Donald Trump's tax system. The tax law that you're bragging about right now you said that Donald Trump did.
No,
it
was his tax cuts on our paychecks, like his tax plan. But
we're still under that. That's still in operation. It doesn't expire partially until 2025.
I said that. I said that a while ago. You're talking over me. I said that a while ago. I said it's still in place.
So if you disagree with the tax system now, then you disagree with Donald Trump's tax cuts.
No, I said, like, looking over the years, Obama's tax plan, Trump's tax plan, Biden's policies. I felt like, it is when Trump's taxes, in case he didn't win, stopped, I think next year or end of this year, I felt like they would have went up, 24 to like 35, 36%, which is what they are. That was something I worried about. It could have happened is what I was trying to say.
Well, unless you make more than $400,000 a year, like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Not 400,000.
Okay, so if you make less than $400,000 a year, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were not looking to raise your taxes.
Yes, that's.
But with Donald Trump, he's going to have more tax cuts, apparently, but it's just going to go to our debt. Our debt's going to increase by trillions, right?
Man, so our debt, who are we paying?
What are you talking about?
Our debt. You just said our debt. So I'm asking you, like, legit, like, this is something also I worry about too, because, like, the federal government, we don't owe nobody. We just print the dollar. So who are you saying?
Are you concerned about our debt, though?
We're going to owe to?
Are you concerned about the debt?
Oh, for sure. But at the same time, who are we paying?
Why would you vote for if you're concerned about it? Why would you vote for Donald Trump?
Either way, either politician, who are we going to pay?
Who are we paying? Like, are you asking who the debt is to?
Yes.
The debt is mostly to the American people. Mostly the debt is to us.
The debt is printed. It's not backed by the Federal Reserve like it used to be. So it's just out there, brother. That's what worries me, because we're just steady funneling money on both sides.
What a beautiful plane over there. Oh, fuck. Wow. Oh, no. Darn, dude. Fuck. That's my bad, honestly. Like, I looked away and he got like removed from the thing, man. That's crazy. I don't know what happened. Darn. What an unfortunate thing. Anyway, all right, if you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up. Bonetta, thanks for the $2. Harry, your picture on Snap was so hot. Just tremendously hot. The hottest by the standpoint of hot. Or did you just like use a Trump quote in that? That's crazy. Venmo, Cash App, and the link in the bio if you want to support the live. We do these lives all the time. So yeah, also make sure to double tap the screen. Let's try to get to 200,000 likes and drop a follow if you haven't already. We do these lives all the time, as I just mentioned. Juan, let's bring up Juan. Wait, what's your Snap? The Snap is the link in the bio. If you want, it's Harry J. Sisson. It's the same thing, but link in bio to take you directly to it. Mateo, I can't bring you up, so you keep spamming MAGA. I can't bring you up. Max, I also cannot bring you up, man. For some reason, it doesn't allow you to have live access, or it's not showing up for me. So you continuing to spam like changes nothing. Quite frankly, it changes absolutely nothing. So anyway, if you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up and we can talk, and you can tell me why you're MAGA. Let's bring up this guy if he's still here. We'll see if he's here. He's not here. Timmy says he's MAGA. Let's give him an invite. Lucas says he's MAGA. Let's bring him up here. Come on. My God. Hello?
I'm not giving.
Yo.
How old are you down there?
Which one, me?
Yeah, you, yeah.
18.
How old are you, Bryson?
19.
Yeah, what year were you born, bud?
2005.
Hey, that's
stupid fucking retard.
Yeah. How about you get on out of here, you dumb idiot? How about you get on out of here? You can't do fucking basic math. It took you a minute. You goddamn loser. All right, man. Talk to me. Why'd you vote for Donald Trump?
Before we get started on that, do you know Charlie Kirk?
I'm aware of Charlie Kirk.
Would you ever debate him in the future, like possibly? I feel like that'd be entertaining.
100%. I've always said, people have asked me this question before. I've always said that if Charlie Kirk ever wants to come in one of these lives and debate, I will happily debate him. I will happily bring him up and we can talk. No
All right, so what do you want to start with? Economy, border?
You tell me. We'll start wherever you want. How
about economy? Because you were talking before that we're still under Trump's tax system and all that.
Right.
My point is that I don't blame Biden for the reason the taxes have went up. Like, obviously it's because of the pandemic, but his job as president was to help bring them back down, which he did not do. Unemployment rate has skyrocketed since he got in office, whereas with Trump, it was at a 50-year low.
Biden had a lower unemployment rate than Donald Trump.
No, he had a 3.5% unemployment
rate. Yeah, Biden
hit
3.4 at one point.
He had what?
Biden hit 3.4 at one point.
With the pandemic? No, he did not. Can we fact check that?
During his presidency? Yes. Yeah, sure.
Trump created 6.6 million jobs in his
first. I think it's like 14 million.
Then how come Americans are still struggling under Biden?
Mostly because of inflation.
The consensus. Yeah, and so Biden has done nothing to stop that.
What would Biden do to stop the inflation? Just out of curiosity. Like, what could he have done?
He could have, okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, whatever. You got me there.
There's nothing that Biden could have done. It's global inflation, right? Like global inflation.
Well, he could have kept his international relations better. He let
international relations have improved under Joe Biden, not got
No, they have not. There's a reason why they're in a hole with China, which I'll admit that was from Trump. But Trump has already reached out to the Chinese president even before he's even back in office,
which is typical of a president-elect. So they don't have to like do everything on day one. And normally a lot of these meetings with leaders, they happen beforehand.
Yes, but that's saying something that the president of China already wants to establish new.
That's literally not saying anything. That's just saying that the president of a foreign nation is trying to establish relationships with the incoming leader in the United States. This happens literally every time a new president is elected and subsequently inaugurated. So like, for example, when Joe Biden was president-elect in 2020, foreign leaders were reaching out to him as well. He spoke to a bunch of foreign leaders beforehand. They congratulated him on the victory and whatnot. And yeah, all that good stuff. So that happens pretty regularly. This is not a new phenomenon.
What do you think about the whole Ukraine war with Russia?
So first of all, I'm happy to talk about that. But here's what the fuck? Here's an econo fact. I've never seen this article before. But it talks about how the unemployment rate fell to 3.4%. The unemployment rate was 3.4% in January and April of 2023, the lowest in 55 years. And the average unemployment rate during the Biden administration from February 2021 to May of 2024 hasn't changed all that much in terms from May till now, was 4.1%. So you say that unemployment skyrocketed. Unemployment was 14% under Donald Trump during the pandemic, and it's come all the way down to 3.4% at a low. Like, I don't know where you're getting that from.
Trump held it at 3.5% for 2 years.
Yeah,
of
at
his
one
term.
point in his presidency, right? At one point in his presidency. But Joe Biden also had a lower unemployment. So if that's how you measure a good economy, then you'd have to argue that Joe Biden's economy is better.
I mean, Biden kept it for 2 months. No, I measure a good
Donald
economy.
Trump had it at 1 month. I don't know what it is. Anyway, but it doesn't matter. A low unemployment rate is not how you measure a good economy.
It's not. You have to look at tax cuts. You have to look at GDP growth. You have to look at job creation.
It can be one thing, right? It's one thing to look at, one indicator to look at, but there's a number of things you look at when you're trying to dictate what's a good economy. I'd argue we have a really strong economy right now. You probably say something different because, well, I'll be nice. But anyway, what do you think about the Russia-Ukraine war? I think we should continue to fund Ukraine, and I hate Russia.
Okay, but do you think Russia would have invaded Ukraine if Trump was still president?
Mm-hmm.
How come he didn't in the 4 years Trump was president?
For a number of reasons. It was a lot about timing for Russia. So they picked February of 2022 very specifically. It wasn't just like a random month. They picked it because there was a lot. Europe was distracted for the most part. So like Great Britain was having their own political vision. The German leader was switching over from Merkel to Scholz for their chancellor. France was having their elections. There was a new wave of COVID going through Europe that was preoccupying a lot of these countries. It was preoccupying the United States. We had our own political division. So they kind of looked at this and how the world was distracted and thought that would be a good moment. They thought that the United States and the world as a whole wouldn't come to Ukraine's defense. So they picked that time very specifically. And Russia felt like they'd modernized their military enough at that point. So they actually increased military funding a lot under Donald Trump. And so in 2022, after all those years of funding that Donald Trump just kind of sat there and did nothing, they felt that their weapons were modernized enough to the point that they could take on Ukraine. We have all this intelligence. It has nothing to do with Biden being president or anything like that. It's a lot more complex than that.
Okay, but under Trump's not even president yet, and he's already been in discussion with Zelensky and Putin on how he could end this war within a few months.
Again, he's president-elect, so you're saying, oh, he's talked to foreign leaders? That doesn't surprise me.
Well, also, how come Biden hasn't reached out to Zelensky and Putin in the last 2 years on how to end this war? Biden has not done.
So Biden has talked to both of these leaders, but typically,
how come the war's not ending?
Because war is complex and it doesn't just like
he told Zelensky to launch that nuclear missile towards the Kremlin, which is why Russia threatened to start nuclear war with the US. Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck you get your news, but the idea that the United States told Ukraine to launch a nuclear weapon at the Kremlin,
not nuclear, not a missile.
No, we didn't say launch it at the Kremlin either. Joe Biden just authorized Ukraine to use long-range missiles produced by the United States to strike within Russia, so they could strike strategical positions that hold weapons, getting involved in a war and whatnot.
which is getting involved in a war, which Putin said.
No, that's a good thing because Russia escalated first. They're now using North Korean troops in Russia and to fight Ukrainian soldiers and then further continue their illegal invasion. And I don't think the United States should just get rolled over to the point where like, yeah, if Russia
they shouldn't, but Biden is allowing them to get rolled over.
No, what the fuck? You can't have it both ways. You can't say that Biden should allow Ukraine to strike inside Russia, and you say it's a bad escalation, but then you also say that we're rolling over. It's like, which one do you want? Do you want Biden to stand firm, or do you want him to not?
Okay, no, but my point is that Trump he's not even president yet. He's president-elect.
Okay, let's talk about that. Again, this is incredibly common that an incoming administration, an incoming president-elect will talk to foreign leaders, that they will be interacting with his president. So that person doesn't have to do everything on day one. It would be impossible for said president to take the phone call of every foreign leader on the first day that they're inaugurated and deal with a lot of these issues on the first day that they're inaugurated. So this happens all the time. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. When Obama was elected, when Trump was elected the first time, when Biden was elected, foreign leaders reach out to all of them prior to them actually being inaugurated. And also, Donald Trump said that he was going to end the Russia-Ukraine war as president-elect. Hold on, be quiet. Donald Trump said that he was going to end the Russia-Ukraine war as president-elect. He said it'd be easy to do. He even said he could get it done in 24 hours. So why hasn't he ended it yet, if that was his promise?
He never. When did he say he could end in 24 hours? He said he could end it within 2 weeks of becoming president-elect.
At the presidential debate.
He has made... He said 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure he said 2 weeks.
He said 24 hours. I can pull up the clip if you want me to.
He said 24 hours when he said I could end in 24 hours if I was in office. That's what he said.
Hold on. What's the difference? If he's president-elect, he said he could end it as president-elect. He hasn't yet. Power. But why couldn't he end it? Why couldn't he end it right now in 24 hours? Because when you're saying it ended in 24 hours,
he's made more strides towards ending it than Biden has the last.
What strides has he made? What strides?
He's talked to both Zelensky and Putin.
I don't understand how that's making strides. Like, what has actually changed?
Because they're agreeing that they could push. This is how it's going to work. They're going to be able to. There's going to be an agreement that Ukraine will join NATO, and Russia will keep a part of Ukraine's land. They won't get it all back, but Ukraine will join NATO. Russia will keep that land, and then they'll promise to not fight anymore. That's the rules Trump is establishing, and Zelensky and Putin are both going to.
I don't know where you're getting this from because none of this has been established.
No, but that's what Trump is. That's what Trump has established. Yeah,
we have no idea. Wait, we don't even know what Trump is asking for because Trump hasn't told us yet.
That's what he's asking. Yeah, no,
really. Can you give me a source on this? Is what Donald Trump's asking for? You have a source on that by any chance or no? Yes, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out. You could debate with the other guy while I'm pulling it.
All right, Timmy, are you here? I don't even know if this guy's
here. Yeah, I'm here.
How old are you?
18.
You vote for Donald Trump?
I did.
Do you regret it yet or no?
No, I have not.
All right, so why did you vote for Donald Trump?
I think there's a number of reasons.
Okay, like
first one being he had a strong economic record. He had a good foreign policy, and he had a tough stance on immigration as well.
So where do you want to start?
We can start with the economic record.
Okay, so what was his economic record?
Well, under his administration, the U.S. saw significant economic growth. The GDP growth rates reached over 3% in 2018 and 2019, and the unemployment rate, besides during the COVID, for African Americans, Hispanics, and women, was also at an all-time low.
Joe Biden had it lower for all of those different groups of people.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you think that Trump's economy was strong, you'd have to argue that Biden's economy is even stronger, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah, and also I would argue that Donald Trump inherited a good economy. He didn't make it a good economy. Like, can you give me? By the way,
did increase the GDP each year.
I'm looking at it right now. The GDP in 2019 was 2.5% because I didn't know the exact number. So it wasn't 3% in 18. It was 3%, but it wasn't in 2019. So just a little bit of correction there. But also GDP was 5.8% in 2021, and 2023 it was also 2.5% on level with Trump's 2019. But like point is that Donald Trump inherited a good economy from Barack Obama. Like, Trump didn't actually do anything to make the economy better. Can you give me an example of something that Donald Trump did that had a direct effect on the economy?
He increased the GDP 3% each year of his term.
He didn't increase GDP 3% each year.
He didn't. Sorry, he didn't increase it. He kept it at averaging around 2.5 to 3%.
So what did Donald? Not quite, but anyway, it doesn't matter. What did Donald Trump do? What did Donald Trump do to make that the case?
He inherited a good economy and then he kept it.
So okay, right. So wait. You acknowledge that he inherited a good economy.
I agree. I think Obama's a better president than both Trump and Biden. He's a better president than both of them. But I'm saying that Trump is better than Biden.
What? How does that even make any sense? How do you think that Obama is better than Trump if you're a Trump supporter? Like Obama's policies are in line with Biden's policies somewhat, for the most part. So if you like Obama's policies and you think he was a good president, then why would you say that Biden's been a bad president?
I don't know. I agree. No, we're talking about economy. Obama's economy was, I agree with Obama's economy, and I think Trump's economy is more aligned with Obama's economy than Biden's. Biden's economy fell during the pandemic and he struggled to get it back.
No, he didn't. We've had record job growth. Our economy is the best. Excuse me. Our economy is the fastest growing among G7 countries, which are highly developed economies around the world. We have the best recovery in the entire world. Our economy is not being beaten by any other country in the world right now under Joe Biden. I don't know where you're getting this from. We didn't bounce back.
Well, you brought up
unemployment right now. Look at inflation right now. Look at GDP right now.
Yeah, let's talk about inflation. Inflation averaged around 1.9% annually under Trump, whereas with Biden, it's surged to 9.1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When there's a global pandemic that shuts down the economy and shuts down global economies and shuts down trade routes and makes it harder for us to import things and get products to shelves, and it's been 2 years our supply chains. And yeah, of course, there's going to be inflation. Do you think that the COVID pandemic caused the high unemployment under Donald Trump?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Okay, so then why do you not hold the same standard for COVID, or for inflation?
It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years since it ended, and Biden still hasn't been able to.
Inflation right now is 2.4%.
No, it's 3.2.
Inflation is not 3.2% right now. Where are you getting this stuff from? So, elaborate, please. How could COVID just cause high unemployment under Donald Trump? And it's not Donald Trump's fault whatsoever. He's totally exonerated. He did nothing wrong. Actually, it's 2.7.
No, he didn't do anything. I'm blaming it on COVID for both.
Okay. So you blame the high inflation on COVID, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So then why are you bringing that up as a point against Joe Biden?
Because Joe Biden hasn't been able to bring the inflation down.
We already went over this. What could have Joe Biden done to bring the inflation down?
I don't know, but he clearly didn't know what to do.
Global inflation. Joe Biden, as the president, Joe Biden, first of all, is not king. He's not God. He's not Superman, where he controls every aspect of the country.
He's walking with the bushes.
He's what? Yeah, I mean, please don't talk to me about any of that crap. You voted for Donald Trump, who thinks that Hannibal Lecter's real. I mean, spare me. And also debates whether he'd want to jump in the water with sharks or stay on a sinking boat. I mean, again, spare me, please.
Well, Trump took a bullet for this country.
So you're extra stupid. Okay, all right.
Extra stupid.
Yeah, please. He took a bullet for this country. You'll be all right, bro. You need to figure something out.
A president that walked into the Amazon rainforest after an interview and just kept walking.
He walked back to his detail and his team.
No, he just turned around and walked, and he fell down. He fell down.
Bro, you can't be this. You can't do this, bro. You gotta be better than this, bro.
You can't tell me that you think Joe Biden.
You can't be better than this, bro. Come on.
What is Kamala Harris's biggest achievement?
Come on. Don't make stupid points like that. He didn't just walk into the Amazon rainforest to never be seen again. There was a path that he was following. I mean, oh my god, it's painful.
What is Kamala Harris's greatest achievement?
Her greatest achievement?
Yeah.
Just throughout her entire career, or at a specific point in her career, or what?
Throughout her entire career. Why was she good enough to be chosen to become the?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'd probably put her greatest achievements as something during her term as vice president. And maybe it's working with the Biden administration on the infrastructure bill or the PACT Act or the CHIPS Act or any one of these.
Yeah, she destroyed the border.
How did Kamala Harris destroy the border?
She allowed in a record number of illegal immigrants.
What authority does Kamala Harris have over the border?
She's vice president. As vice president, Joe
What
Biden
vice president?
handling the border.
Where in the Constitution does it say the vice president has power over the border?
No, but the vice president's job is to attend to tasks that the president gives her, and one of the tasks he gave her.
The vice president has no power over the border, and also the vice president was not.
Yeah, but the president does, and if the president tasks her with the power to deal with the border, that's her job.
He cannot just like give her power to do things. That's not how the presidency works, my man.
Yes, that's what else does a vice president do?
It's
What does a vice
literally
president
not.
do?
I don't
Tell me
know.
what a vice president
I don't know
does.
what you're talking about, man. The two things that are required of the vice president in the Constitution are: one, stay alive, so if the president is no longer able to fulfill the duty, they can take over. And then number two, it's also be the president of the Senate. The vice president really doesn't have any power, right? They're kind of just there just in case the president were to no longer.
So you think a vice president's job is just to sit there and do nothing all day? Just
No,
like
it's not to
if
sit-
the
it's
president
not-
gets shot,
no,
then she just becomes president.
No. It's not to sit around and do nothing. The vice president can go on like
That's literally
diplomatic
what you
trips.
just said. You said her in the.
Nope,
in the
I'm talking about constitutional power, my man. There's a difference. So she can go on like diplomatic trips and be deployed by the president to go meet with like a foreign leader, and then relay the United States positions on a certain issue to these people, which has happened a number of times during the Biden administration, where Kamala Harris has been used for that explicit purpose. But when it comes to like shutting down the border or having control over the border, no, the vice president has no authority over the border.
Yeah,
you're
but
saying like
she was tasked with handling the border.
She was tasked with studying the root causes of migration from triangle countries. That is not controlling the border. That is not the same thing.
Then under Biden, still they had a record amount of illegal immigrants, and that's what when American
due to the COVID
voted
pandemic.
to voting.
First of all, the majority of people who have come in recent years are via legal processes, such as seeking asylum. So while the people are still abusing the system, they're still going through a legal process to get in the United States. So that's number one. Number two, these people were funneled or fueled by the COVID pandemic and economic strife and domestic political issues. Like, for example, Venezuela has been experiencing.
Is that just you just blame everything on
domestic?
the
Can you be quiet for 5 seconds? You might learn something. Venezuela has been experiencing like really serious domestic political issues with Maduro and like a lot of corruption. So a lot of people have become refugees.
Well, that gives them the right to come into
Can
the
you be
country
quiet, please? I'm
illegally?
not done yet. And they've fled from Venezuela to the United States and other countries around the world. The United States has expanded a program to allow them to come in to seek refuge. And people from the Middle East, people from Southern America just generally have come up. And of course, the COVID pandemic has fueled a lot of people's economic insecurity. So they've come to the United States to seek a better life. That has all happened in recent years under Joe Biden. That is not because of him. There's nothing that Joe Biden did. Can
just
you name
showing
me
that
something
he's
that Joe Biden did to like make it easier for people to come in or encourage people to come in or whatever?
It's just showing how Joe Biden's prioritizing non-American citizens, whereas Trump prioritizes American citizens.
So how is any of what I just said an example of that?
Because you're saying that because other countries are going through a lot, and sure, the thing with Venezuela and all that gives them the right to come into this country illegally.
They're not. Did you not hear anything I just said? They're coming in via legal means. So seeking asylum is a legal mean to come into the country.
And what do you have to say about the 10.8 million encounters of people who came in illegally?
So you just like contradicted yourself. An encounter doesn't mean that somebody came in. It just quite literally means that they're encountered. And also, somebody can be encountered twice, meaning that there could be theoretically 5 million people who were encountered at the border. Like actually 5 million people, but these people were all encountered twice, meaning that there were 10 million encounters, right? And again, an encounter does not mean that they come into the country. Most people that are encountered at the border are denied entry.
There was
You just don't know anything about this, man. It's fine. I understand. You just don't know anything about this.
There was still a record-setting number while Kamala Harris and Biden were in office.
This is what I don't understand about like
where they don't put American.
This is what I don't understand. I don't understand why you don't ask.
There's a drop in 22.1%.
Great. That's awesome. I don't understand why you don't ask why, right? Like, why don't you just take the extra critical thinking step and ask yourself, so why is this the way that it is? You see a big spike, which, by the way, the spike actually started before Biden got into office. If you look at the chart, a chart that actually Donald Trump cites, the numbers were going up before Biden even got in. So he inherited numbers going up. But aside from that, even let's just say that wasn't the case. You see numbers going up under Joe Biden. Why don't you ask yourself why that to be the case? So like, why do you think the numbers went up under Joe Biden?
You tell me.
No. You're blaming this on Joe Biden. Why do you think they went up?
Because
you don't know. You have no idea, right? You've never thought about this. You've never taken the extra critical thinking step to ask yourself why something might be the way that it is, right? That's pretty critical when you have any understanding of anything.
Okay.
So It's not because, can you name anything that Joe Biden has done to open the border or to make it easier for people to come in or anything? No? No. Okay. So do you have anything else you actually want to talk about or no?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's in a tough position. I'll just kick you out, brother. You have a good one, all right? Do you have anything you want to talk about, Timmy?
Yeah, I just have a question for you.
Okay, what's up?
Do you think we would still see like this many people abusing the asylum system under Trump's border policy?
Yeah, probably. There would have been a massive spike as well.
What makes you think, like, what do you think led to the spike?
What I was just saying to that guy, COVID, economic insecurity, domestic political issues, and people's home nations, a variety of combination of things. It's not just like one thing, it's like a mix of things.
Okay. Even though I'm reading something right now, Trump's remain in Mexico policy, which required asylum seekers to wait in Mexico while their claims are processed in the U.S. You think that they'd be able to bypass that?
Well, your remain in Mexico only affected around 70,000 people, and it wasn't even in effect by the end of Donald Trump's term. So do I think that people would have been able to circumvent that? Yes, I do.
Okay.
So anything else, or that was it?
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
What about the signing of the First Step Act into law?
Are you like on Donald Trump's website right now or something?
Oh, yeah, I'm just reading through things.
Yeah, I think the First Step Act was good. It wasn't introduced by Donald Trump. It was introduced by a Democrat and Republican in the House. But sure, I think it was bipartisan, meaning both parties voted for it. But yeah, I think it was good.
I got one more thing.
Okay.
I feel like you have to give Trump credit for, all the peace he made with the foreign countries.
No, come on, bro. He didn't make peace with foreign countries. Iran attacked the United States under Donald Trump. There were 109 U.S. soldiers who got traumatic brain injuries as a result. Donald Trump dropped, quote, the mother of all bombs on Afghanistan. Innocent Afghanistan deaths went up 330% under Donald Trump from 2016 onward. He also increased drone strikes in the Middle East 450%. We bombed Syria. We bombed Iraq. We bombed Yemen. We bombed Afghanistan, as I mentioned. We bombed a number of countries. And more American soldiers died abroad under Donald Trump than Joe Biden. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really think that there was peace under Donald Trump as you describe it. And our relationships with countries got a lot worse under him.
What about the brokering of the Abraham Accords?
Yeah, I think the Abraham Accords were fine. They didn't go as far as we'd want them to go in terms of peace in the Middle East. It was just kind of a normalizing of relationships with countries that already had normalized relations. So it's kind of like, what's up, everybody coming from Dan? I appreciate you. So a little bit redundant, I suppose, but also had some good things, no doubt. So I have no problem with that.
Okay. And I feel like there's always going to be some type of conflict between the United States and whatever said country.
I mean, sure. But I mean, if your argument is that everything was peaceful under Donald Trump, you can't just say, well, this conflict's always going to be a constant. So you can't really factor that in. It's like, no, there wasn't peace by any means under Donald Trump. And Americans were less safe under Donald Trump abroad than they were under Joe Biden.
All right. That's all I got.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming up. You have a good one. All right.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, bud. God, this illness is, and I meant to Peloton later. I meant to lift later. Ugh, that sounds not fun, man. JP, thanks for the $3. Keep cooking these half-brained clowns, he says. Man, I appreciate you. Maria, thanks for the $1. Can I come up for a minute? My roommate voted for Trump, and I've really been struggling. Yeah, we can definitely get you up here. Russell, thanks for the $1. Can you ask these people who have such a problem with Hispanic immigrants if they also have a problem with the amount of Canadian and European immigrants they have coming into the country? I would love to hear their answers. Glad you are live tonight. Russell, it's a good question. They never talk about the northern border, They talk about the southern one. So I appreciate you, Russell. Jolly, thanks for the $10 for you to replenish your cough drop supply. Feel better. Thank you, Jolly. I appreciate it. Gonna have to do that. And Tyrone, thanks for the $5 as well. I appreciate you very much. Thank you, my man. All right, Venmo Cash App in the link in the bio if you want to support the live. If you are MAGA, come on up and we'll talk. Yeah, I think Aaron is saying he's MAGA. We'll send him an invite if he wants to come up. Is it a man cold? I don't know, Rebecca. I don't know what a man cold is as opposed to just a cold, but possibly. I don't have an answer. Dylan, you scared it okay. Look at this guy. You scared it okay. I feel like I just have to back that guy because of how stupid. Oh, well, we'll do a 3-on-1. Oh,
dude, I'm going to destroy you. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Okay.
How many jobs, just going back because I've been listening to this for a minute, how many jobs were created under Biden?
A lot. Okay, next. Come on.
No, how many were recovered? How many were recovered? Since you guys like to inflate the number to that.
7 million or something like that.
Because you guys claim that there's these record profit job creations.
Record profit job creations. This guy's a stud.
The record job creations.
Yeah, I mean, statistically speaking, in terms of jobs created, yes. Obviously, a lot of these jobs came back from COVID, but it's also important to note that like jobs don't just like come back. It's not that they're just like one day they're not there and one day they're there. It actually takes some form of investment in work. And that can happen on both a local level and a federal level. I would argue that the federal policy had a big role to play with the American Rescue Plan, which directly invested in the economy and like small businesses and farmers and things like that. So that was a big deal. Went a long way for a lot of people. So the jobs didn't just like magically reappear one day just because there was some investment that took place that led that to being the case. And also, by the way, just as a fun fact for people, if you go to the Department of Labor Statistics website and you look at job creation, even factoring out all the jobs that came back from COVID, Joe Biden still on a monthly average has higher job creation than Donald Trump. And that's not including the pandemic for Donald Trump as well. So fun fact. Anyway. So anything else, user, or I think you're driving, right? Anything else? I gotta kick you.
I'm riding in the car. I was giving somebody else a chance to speak, but I mean, if you guys want to stick to me.
This guy with the black and white photo who believes that we're still on Tumblr in 2017.
Ooh, I'm gonna get on your
very
hat.
Angry. So let's talk.
Okay, bro. Let's get real, Harry. First off, you fell off.
Let's get real. Your Tumblr profile picture.
You fell off, dude. You literally are. You are not comparing.
You're here right now.
Okay, because Parker and Dean are not on. So,
okay, I don't know what to tell you. You're here right now.
So let's just talk about Trump because I'm not here to talk about you, dude.
You brought it up. I didn't bring up me.
Let's bring it up then. The only reason Dean and them are your friends is because you have a friend that's friends with the president, and that's why you got invited. Am I wrong?
I have friends that are friends. Who's my friend that's friend with the president?
You tell me. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
I have no idea who you're talking about. Who is my friend that's friends with the president?
Or somebody close that can get you in. That's how they got into.
How would I? Who do you think?
Harry, come on. They already told me.
No, tell me. Please tell me the name of the person I'm friends with who's friends with the president.
Dean already told me, bro.
Who?
I don't know the name. He's not going to tell me, of course.
Wait, are you? So you're saying I have a friend? You're saying I have a friend? You're saying I have a friend that's friends with the president, and
no, I'm saying you have a friend with somebody that could get you in to meet the president. Am I wrong on that statement?
Yeah, I don't know anybody that's like scheduling for the president. No.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, then Dean lied, I guess.
Dude, I'm telling you, you're either like misquoting Dean or you misheard him.
Okay, all right.
Because none of us have people that are friends that schedule with the president.
Okay, anyways, well, dude, everything you say about Social Security getting cut and all this crap you put in people's ears to try to scare them, it's all baloney. All you guys have to do is look it up. I mean,
I encourage people to do that.
Trump himself literally came out on December 9th and said that he's not going to cancel Social Security or even touch it.
Trump also said that the election was stolen from him. So in terms of reliability for this guy, he's not quite the most reliable person. He says one thing, does another.
And Kamala said he supports Nazis. So what do you say?
When did she say that? Can I get an exact quote on that?
Okay, you know what I'm saying. It's not word for word, dude.
No. I'm sorry. Verbatim and actual word for word matters a lot here when you're saying that she said something like that.
You're right.
No,
You're
no,
right.
That's incorrect.
You're right.
That's incorrect.
No, you're right. You're right. Biden actually said that MAGA people are trash. Sorry. Let me make a quote.
That's also not what Biden. That's also literally not what Biden said.
Then you're going to say watch
you can't quote any of these things. You can't even quote Biden verbatim. What he was talking about, the quote that you're talking about with Biden, the quote that you're talking about with Biden, he was referencing the speakers at Donald Trump's Madison Square Garden rally, where multiple speakers made racist, sexist, misogynistic jokes, such as calling Puerto Rico trash, for example, or saying that people of color eat watermelon, right? Incredibly racist, disgusting things. And in my view, those people that spoke at that rally are garbage. I totally agree with Joe Biden. Anybody that makes jokes like that at a political rally,
Harry, you know that's not what he said. You got to take. You
look
literally
at the official White House transcript, my man. Go look at it.
Look at the video, man.
Why would Biden?
Go look at the video. That's no problem.
Look at the video, Harry.
Go look at. I have no problem with that. Look at the video coupled with the transcript where there's an important comma in there. Comma is a punctuation mark. It's a important part of the English language. I know that can be tough. I know reading can be not your strong suit, but go do it.
Okay, buddy. Well, at the end of the day, bro, why would he have to come out and say, "Oh, well, that's not what I meant"? Why would it? Why would it?
Because people like you misinterpreted it.
No,
bro, you're answering your own questions here.
No.
You know, you just made the argument that Biden called the Trump supporters garbage. I just corrected you, and then you're asking, well, why did Biden have to come out and correct it? Do you ever look at it in a mirror and like take some responsibility for these things, or do you just think that everybody else is wrong and you're right?
Harry, come on, dude. That is the most. I mean, I understand. I understand. Dude, I understand you being a Biden Kamala supporter, but get logical once in your life, dude. That would, dude, please.
Holy fuck. It's so hard.
Oh my God.
It's so hard to talk to people like
you.
Dude,
it's actually so hard, bro.
It's so hard to talk to people like you. It's actually, it's just not fun. It's not fun.
It's really not.
Like, I agree. Get logical. Do you not hear yourself? You're saying Biden called us garbage. I just corrected you on that. In fact, no, he wasn't talking about you. He was talking about people that were speaking at the rally. And then you're like, well, okay, then why did he have to correct himself? You're answering your own question, so I'm asking you to be logical.
So I'm not garbage in your eyes, then, huh?
I mean, I don't know if you're garbage or not. I mean, I don't know you. So if you have like really shitty beliefs, then yeah, you're garbage. But I don't have any reason to call you garbage right now.
So just because I'm MAGA, you don't think I'm? You don't think I'm?
No,
garbage?
just because you voted for Donald Trump, I don't automatically think you're garbage. No.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome. I'm glad we got through that.
If Trump's gonna ruin America, why didn't he do it the first time?
He really tried the first time.
It was a good one. That was.
It wasn't even close. Our economy was fantastic.
Okay, numbnuts. So let me give you a couple of examples. We almost got into war with Iran. One of Donald Trump's national security advisors used to sleep in his gym clothes because he thought we were going to get in war with North Korea so that he could quickly jump out of his bed and join a secure line and get on a meeting to deal with a possible strike coming from North Korea. That's how nervous they were that Donald Trump was going to start a war. Donald Trump also mishandled the COVID pandemic, which led to economic collapse. There were hundreds of thousands of Americans who died unnecessarily due to his inaction. And by the way, that's not just my words. Those are the words of Dr. Deborah Birx, who was one of Donald Trump's main medical advisors during the COVID pandemic. He then lied about an election which divided the country even further and incited an insurrection on January 6th, which had hundreds of its officers assaulted, some people with life-threatening injuries. Some people were knocked out by these people who Donald Trump now says he wants to pardon, and his tax cuts overwhelmingly benefited the wealthy, not the middle class and the hardworking Americans that aren't millionaires and billionaires and own a goddamn yacht and a fucking a beach house in the Bahamas. So you're saying, how did Donald Trump almost destroy America? My God, his incompetence, numbnuts.
Okay, numbnuts.
I'm middle class, and I had more money in my pocket under Trump than I did under Biden.
Yeah, probably because there was a global pandemic that hurt everybody economically.
That has nothing to do with what I just said. If anything, when that hurt everybody, everybody had less money in their pocket.
Yes, exactly. So oh my God, just listen to yourself for a second, I beg. You're saying under Donald Trump, I had more money in my pocket. My spending power was further. Then there was a global pandemic that Joe Biden inherited. And then inflation went up as a result of this pandemic. Now I feel like I'm struggling. Are you putting two and two together? Yes, the pandemic hurt everybody.
And so does the wars that are happening, Harry. And you don't understand that.
Yeah, all the money they're sending to...
You're going to act like it doesn't matter. You're going to say, oh, that doesn't affect us. Yes, it does, Harry.
Hold on. I think that the wars affect us. That's why we should be funding Ukraine, for example. Because if Russia takes over Ukraine, that hurts us.
So you think
here's a problem? Here's a problem with folks like yourself, right? You view American policy as only what happens in the United States, only what happens in our borders, and also you view headlines as you don't read below. Okay. You view only what happens within our borders as the most significant thing. You don't think about the bigger picture of like, wow, our relationship with countries and what these countries are doing really matter. So if Russia takes over Ukraine, takes over all of their natural resources, all of their ports, all of their trading routes, all of that stuff, and they take over some key cities, and an American ally falls in Europe, a democracy, that hurts us. That only makes Russia stronger and us weaker. We no longer have a major trading partner, which is considered the breadbasket of Europe, and Russia gets to take all of their ports, all of their trading ports, all of their natural resources, and they become stronger. More land, more resources, more trade. That helps a country. There's an economic aspect to this that you guys can't even fathom. And you know what else helps? No, I'm not done yet. I'm not done my tangent. You say, oh, big numbers scary. I see 70 billion in the news for Ukraine. Big numbers scary. That's this much for the United States. Our GDP is trillions every single year. We spend over $800 billion on our military every single year. In terms of what we sent to Ukraine, we've sent 1/32 of all of our military budget during Biden's presidency. 1/32 in order to combat Russia. That sounds like a pretty goddamn good investment to me.
What I see is the insides of America. There's so much going wrong, and we're out there helping everybody else.
Exactly.
That's what I see.
Thank you for making a stupid point. We can walk and chew gum at the same time. We are the wealthiest, most powerful country in the world. We can walk and chew gum at the same time. We can take care of issues that are taking place here in the United States while also recognizing that foreign policy is critical to the existence and the power of the United States. The United States is only powerful and only in the position that we are because of our allyships. North Korea has no allies. They have no trading partners. Nobody in the West trades with them. They are poor. They are broke. They don't take care of their people. I wonder why.
We're still scared of them.
Okay.
Well, because they put all their money into funding nuclear weapons.
Why are we doing it?
What was that?
Why aren't we walking and chewing gum at the same time then?
We are.
We're not.
Yes, we are.
The homelessness is insane. We have
fuck out of here.
Vets that are on the streets.
Fuck out of here.
We have a water problem in Michigan. None of this ever gets dealt with.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
Ever.
Because we've like you voted for Donald Trump and the Republicans. Trump and the Republicans tried to cut these programs that help homeless vets, that help homeless people generally, that help hungry people, that help people that need health care. The Democrats are always in favor of funding these programs. The guy you worship, like Elon Musk and Doge, they want to cut $2 trillion in discretionary spending. It is impossible to cut $2 trillion in discretionary spending without cutting funding for Social Security and Medicaid and Medicare.
Wrong.
Hey, how much do we spend in discretionary spending every year?
Tell me.
No, do you know?
Tell me.
No, do you know? Do you know the
You're
number?
The one that brought it up. Let's hear.
2 trillion. And what happens if we cut 2 trillion in discretionary spending? Oh, God, we have no more money in discretionary spending. And there's things that we can't fund anymore. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Not going to these things.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I said, but it's not going to these things. You can say there's programs.
What are you talking about? Yes.
No.
These programs fall under that spending.
Why does Michigan still have a water problem?
I mean, are you talking about Flint?
Yeah.
Flint's water problem has been solved for quite some time.
No, it hasn't. I have family out there.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
Put a source on that.
Why are there so many homeless vets?
Sure.
Put a source on that.
Sure.
And you guys are the party of money. Well, why would you guys sell off the border for pennies on the dollar?
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
The wall deal?
Yeah.
Selling
he doesn't want to talk about that.
The supplies that were left there are being sold for pennies on the dollar.
He knows about it. He knows about it. He just doesn't want to talk about it.
I'm happy. No, I'm happy to talk about anything. I'm trying to. You guys are like yapping about utter nonsense in my ear while I'm trying to read something to you. So this is coming from Michigan.gov.
You just did the same thing, Harry. You just told us.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. Can you just be quiet for 5 seconds? I know you like to hear yourself speak, but just be quiet.
Of course.
From Michigan.gov, since July 2016, the city of Flint's water system has met state and federal standards for lead in drinking water for 14 consecutive monitoring periods. The latest 6-month round of monitoring shows Flint's 90th percentile at 1 parts per billion ppb, below the requirement of 15 ppb. So what were you saying about Flint still not having their water crisis solved? Because they're doing pretty well. Now, what was the other things that you were yapping about?
You know what I'm talking about. The borders that they sold off for pennies on the dollar.
You're saying the borders. What are you saying the borders?
The supplies.
The border wall. Yeah, what about the border wall being sold?
You guys are so big on money saving and doing all this money, but you guys sell the supplies that out of spite. I mean, it was a spite thing at the end of the day. And
you want
could
them
say
just
whatever.
like sit there or what?
What?
You want me to just like sit there or what?
Dude, we were going to use them. Do you not understand?
Yeah, for a wall that makes no sense, that wasn't even like legally feasible, that was going to cost tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars to construct.
What are you? You know how much that saves us over time? You guys don't think about the long-term things.
Stop.
You do not think about the long term.
Stop. You don't. Please. You think about. You're still focused on what you had for breakfast this morning.
Oh my goodness. See, there you go.
No.
Do you put a price on national security?
Spare me. Hold on. I'll talk about that in a second. Spare me that we don't think about the future. We are the party of the future. We are the party of investing in the future. Yeah. Every major policy that Joe Biden has done has been setting us up for a good future. Whether it be the Inflation Reduction Act, the Chips and Science Act, the PACT Act, all of that is future investment. So we're investing like right now. $350 billion in roads and bridges over the next 5 years. We're still in that period right now. Joe Biden has set us up for an infrastructure success, whereas Donald Trump was setting us up for an infrastructure failure. Joe Biden with the Chips and Science Act, right? Before Joe Biden, chips were mainly being imported in the United States from Asian countries. We were making 0% of the world's chips. President Biden said, you know what, that's a problem. Let's bring those chips. Chips were invented in the United States. Let's bring them back to the United States and make them here. He passed the Chips and Science Act. Be quiet. He passed the Chips and Science Act. No, be quiet. He passed the Chips and Science Act. And then by 2030, it is now projected because of this law that we will account for 20% of the world's chips because of Joe Biden. That's setting us up for the future. Please name me a policy that Donald Trump passed that was major that set us up for the future.
Remain in Mexico.
Oh, you're such an idiot.
See, you guys don't understand.
What price do you put on national security?
They don't understand national security. That's the thing. They don't think about the future of what these illegal immigrants are going to do to our country. They only worry about,
No, you're right. I worry far more about what idiots like you are going to do to the country than like people wanting to work a better life.
Right.
I mean, I worry far more about that. I worry far more about that. Yeah, I mean, when we have like people like this running around, man, come on, bro. You know, I'm more worried about what you're going to do to the country. Absolutely.
Dude, come on, get for real with yourself, bro.
I'm for real. I'm 100% for real.
Like, I understand the whole Harry Sisson thing. Like, dude, get fucking real. Like, it gets to a point. I don't know what the whole Harry
Sisson thing is, but
dude,
sure,
like,
okay.
you say things that are just stupid, bro. Like, you got to get to reality of what's going on in the world. I understand you think you're on this high horse living, but you got to look at the people that aren't making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month off supporters. You got to think of the people, bro.
Wait,
you cannot act like you don't make tens of thousands of dollars on these.
Hold on. First of all, that guy just left for some reason. Me, I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month.
Okay, then if you're not, show your tax return. Make your tax return available online.
Why would I do that?
Make it accessible. Why?
Why would I do that?
Why wouldn't you?
Why don't you do it?
You have nothing to hide.
Why don't you do it?
Dude, I do it every fucking year.
You do it? So can I go find your tax returns right now?
I'm sure you could.
Okay, what's your name? Let's go look them up.
No, I'm not. We're not going to do that.
See, exactly.
Okay, but dude, you say you're not funded by all these things. Prove it. That's all you got to do.
Look, to be honest, like I could put my tax returns, but there's no reason why I would do that. And I also don't have to.
You're making hell of money.
I don't have to prove anything. I don't have to prove anything to you guys.
You're not like the normal people, bro.
Dude, I don't know why you think I'm making fucking like bread off of this, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I wish I was making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. That'd be so great. As like a 22-year-old in college, my God. That'd be great. But no, I don't make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
If you add up every time you call out a donation up on your live, you're making thousands of dollars a day on live.
Thousands of dollars a day? Oh, 100%. Holy dude. Yeah, 100%. I don't think I've ever made $1,000 off of one live. If my memory serves me correct. I've never made $1,000 in a day. I don't know what you're. First of all, also I don't know why you care.
Put that on Joe Biden.
Put that on Joe Biden. I do not recall. Yeah, 100%. I don't recall any time I've made $1,000 in a day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why you care as well. I don't know why
I don't care. It's just like you don't understand what we go through as normal people. because you're not
What makes
normal
you think?
anymore.
I don't understand why you think I'm not normal. Like
Because you got a platform of people that support you and gift you, so you're not making what hourly wage people do. You're not bringing in. You don't have to put taxes on these because they're technically donations. You don't have to put tax on them.
No, I have to pay tax on all this stuff.
No, you do not. Legally, you do not have to put taxes on donations.
Dude, if I didn't pay taxes on all this stuff that's coming through, like people sending gifts and stuff, I'd go to jail.
No, you can look it up.
What?
If you're paying taxes on donations,
what the fuck?
If you're paying taxes on donations,
yes.
you really need somebody to account for your money, bro. Because you could be saving a lot of money.
I wish we had an accountant in here. Holy fuck! The idea.
Please bring one up. Please bring one up.
The
if
idea.
anybody's an accountant in here,
Yeah.
come up.
Well, my buddy Chris knows about some of this stuff, so we'll bring Chris up. I don't know if he. Wait, he was just here. Where is he? Yeah, no. Please, like, if there are any live streamers watching, which I think we actually have some in here. I think I saw Dan a second ago. I don't know if he's still here. But if there are any, I think I see Santana as well. If there are any live streamers in here, they already know this because they have more than 2 brain cells, unlike, this guy. But please pay taxes on donations, dude. You will go to jail if you do not do that.
No.
What do you mean, no? It counts as income.
How? How? Chris, please talk some sense in this dude,
Chris,
bro. Please.
No, I'm sure we can have. Chris will say the exact same thing I am. That that we have to pay taxes on donations. It's income. Like, wait. Do you think that
Chris, wait, hold on. Let Chris speak because he knows.
Wait,
Chris,
can I ask you one more question before this? Do you think that like waitresses and waiters have to pay taxes on their tips?
Not anymore.
No, like as an under law right now.
Yeah, not under Joe and Biden. Yeah, no, Joe Biden. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, just in American. Let's not under Joe Biden. Under Donald Trump, the first time they had to pay taxes as well. But you agree that they had to pay taxes, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so then why would I not have to pay taxes on like people sending gifts on TikTok?
Because it's a donation. It's different than a tip.
I'm not a charity. I can't be registered as a charity. What's wrong with you? Charities don't have to pay donations or taxes on donations. I don't believe.
Okay, no, whatever, dude. No, I already know all you got to do is show your taxes, bro. Like,
why would I do that?
Wait.
Why would I do that?
Why do presidents have to do it?
They're public figures.
You are too. You're a public figure.
I shouldn't say public figure. They're in public office. Okay. And there's also not a requirement that they do. Joe Biden did that willingly, something that Donald Trump didn't want to do. There's not a requirement that they do. But they're also in public office. They're serving the people. I'm just like, I'm a guy, dude. I don't know what you're.
So you never answered the question about why it's okay that they sold the border supplies pennies on the dollar when Trump had a plan for that stuff. That's so.
Oh yeah, his plan was so good. He only built 50 miles of new walls entire presidency. It's a great plan. He's just rocking it.
Yeah.
No, I don't
look at how
care.
many people cross the border.
It's why do you take bigger issue with like what price we sold border supplies at? You take a bigger issue with that. Wait, hold on. My question's not done. Why do you take a bigger issue? Why do you take a bigger issue with that than Donald Trump blocking an immigration bill that, number one, included more border wall funding? Fun fact.
Hey, you guys ready for this? Hey, fun fact. All you guys have to do is look it up and see that that's actually fact checked to not be true.
Is it fact checked to not be true? Can you give us a fact check on that not being true?
All y'all have to do is look it up. It's so simple.
So what, can source?
Look it up, please.
Source.
Factcheck.com.
Yeah.
Factcheck.com.
Burden of proof is on you, man.
Factcheck.com.
What are you saying? What are you saying, fake?
Huh?
He's saying that Donald Trump didn't block the immigration law.
He did not.
So like, how did he not?
Okay, even if he didn't, or even if he did, that just shows you the type of leader he is. He is fucking badass.
How many?
That were illegal?
How many?
I think it was like, what was the number? You know it better than I do.
He's about to spit straight
misinformation. I know what he's about to say. He's about to say some dumb shit. By the way, I just want to point out, Chris, you weren't prepared for this part, but he was coming up here. He was like, I'm going to smoke you in this debate. You're done. You're finished.
I'm whooping you. Look at my scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard.
What scoreboard are you talking about?
Dude, look at the scoreboard. I'm up.
What scoreboard?
You don't understand 1.19? It keeps going up.
Those are gifts, my man.
It's because I'm spinning.
All right, bro. Can you just shut up for a second? How many people did it let into the country?
I think it was like one. Increase. No, it was only 9.
False. It was 6%.
It was only 9.
It was a 6% increase.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You guys need to start fact checking for real.
Can you okay, so listen, when you make these claims, can you here's what we're gonna do. Because you keep making claims and then we make a claim and you go, it's false.
So why don't you like substantiate what you're saying? Show us in the bill where it provides all this funding for a stadium.
Oh man, I gotta go get my. Here, you guys.
No. Shut up. All you have to do is scroll out the app. We'll wait. We will wait here. Find the source. Don't just say shit. Go find it.
Can you guys do it? I really don't want to.
No, we're not going to do it. Either you can do it and source it, or you can leave because you can't just make claims and not source it. Thank you. And we will wait here. Jesus. Fuck. Harry, what's going on with your hair, man? Just try to.
Yeah, this is difficult for you, champ. You'll be all right. You got it.
I'm a little slow. Members of Congress, just look it up, bro. I gave you the fucking source, bro.
No, you didn't. Okay, wait. I think I found it. Idaho Capitol Sun. Members of Congress rolled a pay raise for themselves into big must-do spending bill. Wait, so what does this have to do with the stadium?
You didn't say the stadium. Oh my!
I did. I asked for a specific source on the stadium.
I'm not talking about. We're talking about pay raise, baby.
Okay, so this says that members of Congress earn $174,000 a year, and this would bring their salary up to $180,600. So an increase.
Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling down.
That's it. That's the entire article.
That is no. Oh my god, dude! You really are going to say that right now?
I'm looking. I know Chris is right. Like what else?
What am I looking at? Wait, what am I looking at?
Go to the bottom.
Yeah, what's at the bottom?
Okay.
And please read.
Yeah, it says Musk and Ramaswamy both urge members to oppose the stopgap bill. Musk highlighted the pay increase while misstating its size. Quote, how can this be called a containing resolution if it includes a 40% pay increase for Congress? And then the article says that that's wrong because it's only a 3% increase. So you're actively citing how Elon Musk was wrong.
So how is it a 3%? But you said it was a 6%?
Yeah,
so
I was wrong.
It's
oh my god!
It's 3.8%, 174,000. So wait, you literally hold on. You just cited me an article where you actively showed me that Elon Musk, the guy who like wrote the bill and kept bitching about all this stuff, was wrong. He said it was 40%, and at the top of the article it said it was 3.8%. So you proved our point on the first source you cited, and it wasn't even about the stadium. It wasn't about the stadium.
So now get a source about the stadium. That federal funds are now being used to build the stadium.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Cool.
Wow.
Sophia, thanks for the $2.22. My mom and I love your content. 2 is my lucky number. Sending some luck your way. I appreciate you, Sophia. How kind. What an amazing person. Audrey, thanks for the $1. I don't know what's more upsetting. Times naming Trump Person of the Year or people not naming you sexiest man alive. What do you think about that, Chris?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. Well, you're a Times sexiest man alive.
You're good, bro. You're good.
NFL.com. Oh my God. Look at that.
Great. Second time.
NFL.com.
Okay. What
does it say?
In the article? Dude, this guy. Holy shit.
Senate passes RFK bill.
RFK stadium bill. And this is gonna be funny.
Yes, it is. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Okay.
So again, the claim is that the federal funds are being used to build the stadium, correct?
Some of them are correct.
Okay. All the article says, by the way, the article is actually citing an Associated Press article. The path for the NFL's Washington Commanders to return to the nation's capital is clear after an on-again, off-again saga in Congress ended early on Saturday with a post-midnight bill. The U.S. Senate passed a resolution to transfer the land, including old RFK Stadium, from the federal government to the District of Columbia. The D.C. Robert F. Kennedy Memorial Stadium Campus Revitalization Act passed by voice vote at roughly 1:15 a.m. after more than a year of lobbying and support by Republican Representative James Comer.
You thought you did something there? Okay, a Republican.
Wait,
cool.
but
But where in the article does it say that the funding is coming from the federal government?
It literally. Oh, Harry, can you please go slower? I understand it might be.
Oh my!
Can you please just read that again and go a little slower?
Yes.
Please.
100%. The U.S. Senate passed a resolution to transfer the land, including old RFK Stadium, from the federal government to the District of Columbia. The D.C. Robert F. Kennedy Memorial Stadium Campus Revitalization Act passed by voice vote at roughly 1:15 a.m. after more than a year of lobbying and support from Representative James Comer, Republican from Kentucky.
So where in what Harry just said is it saying that federal money is being used to build a stadium? No money is being spent. It's transferring the land. Who owns the land?
Okay. Well, then why would the bill make it so that they couldn't go through their emails and stuff? That's a little fishy.
All right, dude, bro, are you going to contest that the last two things you just tried to
Okay, I
claim
just
are
looked
wrong?
it up, dude. Damn. Okay, you got me there. Congratulations.
No. Stop.
No,
Stop.
you
Stop.
finally
No.
beat me in a
Harry,
point.
No.
Come on, great job.
But first of all, we beat you in 2 points, and
You
these are not
can't-
the first
you
2 points we
can't-
beat.
No, those are the first two. Good job.
Brown, you literally screamed up here over and over. You twist things. You
Flint.
guys lie.
But I just brought up a factual thing, and you don't want to.
No, you didn't. You're literally wrong. We just fact checked you.
Wrong.
Okay, what about people not being able to go through the emails? You know exactly.
What are you
I'm
talking?
about.
I don't even.
Bro,
what
please,
does this mean?
come on, Harry, please.
No. Please. What does this mean? What does this mean?
Harry, please. You know what I'm talking about? Where they're not allowed to. They're not allowed to. What's it called? They're not allowed to go through it. Put and investigate the emails or anything of the Congress. They put that in the bill.
I have no idea.
I genuinely, yeah.
I have no idea how you put soap on your body in the shower. I mean, how does that even
Generally, it's just a sponge. It's really simple.
I know.
It's hard for
I know.
you.
Though that's the point.
I know
Is
it's
how
really
are you?
hard.
It's hard for Chris because he doesn't shower.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you capable of doing
I know.
that, man?
I can smell him from here.
I know, me too, brother.
Oh, Harry,
Hell yeah, brother.
With this guy.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, bro.
Anyways, you know what I'm talking. Don't try to change
don't.
the subject.
No, we don't, dude.
Don't try
don't.
to change the subject.
Please. We're not changing the subject. We don't know what you're talking about. Please
That
go ahead.
day,
Go look.
literally.
Go look it up.
Please listen. All it takes is 5 seconds of your time because I've looked up
Burden
two
of proof
sources now.
burden of proof is on you, my man. If you bring up something, just like if we bring up something, you're well able to ask us for a source and we will provide. If you bring up something, by the way, we have no idea what to even Google. You're saying, well, what about the emails that can't be investigated by congressional people? Like, where do you even start with that?
I have no idea what that means.
Like, I don't no idea what that means.
No, we don't know what the fuck that means.
We have no idea what you're talking about. We're not making a claim as to whether it's factual or not. Although I would be. I would say I'm 99% certain it's not the case, but I still want to see what you're talking about. So please go find a source. And while we do that, we'll read some donations. Yeah? Sounds good? Okay, thank you. Susan, thank you for the $50. 50 bucks to kick blown. You know, Susan, that's really tempting. That's really tempting. Give some W's for Susan in the chat. At least 50 W's. I appreciate you so much, Susan. You're amazing.
At least 50 W's. Piece of shit.
I bring this guy up in my live, like I let him come up here and debate people, and he treats me like this. I mean, what a terrible piece of trash.
Then kick me. Go ahead.
Susan, thanks for I will. Yeah, exactly. Don't want to happen. You don't want the smoke. Susan, thank you for the $50. W Susan in the chat. I appreciate you so much. You're amazing. Jen, thanks for the $1.50. Harry, your hair looks nice.
Don't fucking stare at me, dude.
Did you get a haircut or style it differently? Either way, it looks very good on you. As always, thanks for your work. I didn't. I actually just didn't put anything in my hair today. I didn't sea salt spray or nothing. And then I have people like Chris being very mean. But Jennifer, your opinion matters more than him. Kim, thanks for the $10. Harry, love your debates. My car is on its last leg. I have no family or support. I'm always alone at the holidays. Can you push my Venmo? Kimberly Steven 32. Even 5 to 10 is appreciated. Yeah, Kimberly. Let me. Maybe we can help you out. Kimberly. I think we can get something done for you. I think we can help out. Kalia, and by the way, thank you for the $10. I'm going to send your $10 back because you shouldn't. You know what I mean? If you're struggling, let me send that back to you. Let's be nice. Kalia, thanks for the $5. Look, by the way, this guy's still Googling. Thank you for the $5. My husband tried to unalive himself and I can't read that. That's like crazy. I'm sorry to hear that, Kalia. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm really sorry to hear that happen. If you need anything, like, feel free to message, and feel free to reach out. I'm really sorry. If you need anything, like, you know, feel free to reach out.
You can reach out to me too. Hey,
well,
listen.
that would probably make the situation worse, to be honest.
Okay, so let's be real. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
I can't find it right now, but it doesn't mean it's not there. I'm not trolling. I've heard it. I've seen it. I read the bill too. So
bro. I'm sorry to interrupt this conversation.
Is this the author of your article, by any chance?
Dude, really? That's Luigi, bro. Put him away. That's my best friend.
All right, Harry, dude, come on, bro. I'm sorry, I just saw a video on Twitter of Lindy Lee on Fox News saying that Biden has not been competent to serve for multiple years.
I don't want to listen to this. Russell, thanks for the $4 as well. In case you needed some medicine, I appreciate you. Kat, thanks for the $5. Hot, educated, and respectful. Kat, I appreciate you so much. Hannah, thanks for the $1. Please keep hair like this from now on. See, Chris, people actually like it. All right. Well, see, you can't even prove your point.
Anything you want to talk about? I mean, like you're not saying anything. You're just bringing up.
We're waiting for you. We're waiting for you to say something of significance.
Please just. Can you say anything that Biden did good? Like anything?
Yes,
I mean,
yes, 100%. The American Rescue Plan, the bipartisan.
I don't want to hear the chips and science. I really do not want to hear that.
Okay, so you're like name something good that Biden did, but like ignore all the good things. Go.
And you're and you know what's so funny? You're like, oh, well, tariffs are so bad, but you know how many tariffs did? You know how many?
No, we don't. Our view is not that Our view is not that all tariffs are bad, but universal tariffs are bad. So like targeted tariffs, like on certain industries and certain.
So why did he keep them on China?
Well, he didn't keep all the tariffs on China, but some of the tariffs that are on targeted industries in China, I don't have a problem with. Like to protect intellectual property, to protect American industry, I have no problem with that. But like universal tariffs on everything coming into from China is nonsense.
How so?
Because it's just going to raise prices for American consumers. That's what it's going to do. It's a tax on American companies that.
There you go. Temporarily. So you guys don't think, like I told you.
I don't want it could be for like a year. It could be for 5 years. There's no like time limit on tariffs. And also, I don't want a temporary price increase for the American people. Like it could be temporary or not. I'm not going to be, if it's going to expire in 3 years, then we're okay. No.
Yeah. So you think about it short term, but you don't look about
Brown. I really think that's like a bad way to understand. Like obviously, like widespread tariffs, when they do cause inflation, are going to have a lot more effects on the economy than just like a short-term price game. The market's going to react extremely poorly. We're going to be alienated around the world. Our exports as a country are going to decrease as other countries start trade wars with us and they enact their own tariffs. Like, do you have any investments right now in the stock market?
I had some in XRP, but that shit's trash.
Okay, wait, hold on. So have you looked at the market at all this week?
Yeah, it went down a little bit.
Yeah, it went down a lot of it. In fact, we had our longest streak of red days since like 1972, the Dow and the S&P 500. But also, we had our worst day on the market. The Dow dropped like 1,100 points since like sometime in mid 2020. And the reason that happened is because the Fed announced that they were going to cut interest rates, but they said they were only going to cut interest rates twice in 2025 as opposed to 4 times. Originally, they're supposed to cut it 4 times. They said only twice. And it freaked everybody out because they essentially signaled and said, we think inflation is going to be a lot more stubborn in 2025. And so we're adjusting our policy to equate for that. So the market was in a tailspin and everyone was like, holy shit, we're not going to achieve this soft landing. Maybe we'll fall into recession. The reason the Fed decided not to cut rates is because of Donald Trump tariffs. They say that there's probably inflation is going to be much more challenging to control. And you've already seen the effect of that with our big $3 trillion of market cap was wiped out in like 6 hours. So it's going to have a demonstrably negative effect on the market, the unemployment rate, how we're viewed around the world, the strength of the US dollar. You have no concept of basic economics if you think that inflation can rise 2% and everyone will just deal with it. That's fucking dumb. That's the dumb.
It's already happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But the thing is that through this inflationary time where people were like, A, obviously struggling, but B, we saw how the market reacted in 2020 to like inflation. We saw, all of the market cap erased when, unemployment was 14%. What are you talking about right now?
I'm talking about at the end of the day, you guys think short term and we got to start thinking long.
Okay, so you're not going to address any of what I just said. How do you feel about the market having its biggest drop since mid-2020 because the Fed announced that that inflation is going to be a lot more stubborn than they thought? The market was in.
But the thing about it is, look how much it's gone up.
Okay,
look how much the market has gone up.
So I understand that. I actually understand that. We've hit like the Dow and S&P 500 have like 54 all-time highs this year, a lot because of the Biden administration policy and their willingness to like invest in the American people. But why would we? None of that would have ever happened. The Fed would have said, hey, we're cutting rates 4 times because inflation is on the right track if there were no universal tariffs.
Sure. Yes, we already know. Us MAGA people know that there's going to be a little bit of.
You MAGA people who just bitch and complain nonstop about inflation when the market erases $3 trillion of market cap, and you're told that inflation is going to increase fucking 2% next year. You're like, oh, we're all just going to deal with it.
But the thing about it is,
no.
That's a guess.
You came up here. You would come up here fucking a year ago and talk about how we don't care that people are struggling and can't afford anything from inflation. And now the take is, oh, if the market collapses and inflation goes up a couple percentages, we understand that it'll just be fine. You're so fucking full of shit.
No, what we're going to do is we're going to blame it on the last president like you guys do. It's so simple.
No, we're gonna blame it on Trump.
I know you will. everything that happens with Trump, you blame it on.
It's what you do. It's what you do.
Oh my goodness. What have we blamed Biden for? Like what?
Literally everything. Every single thing.
Okay, that's stupid MAGA supporters that don't understand No, I have never brought up the situation of, oh, why do we have such high interest rates? Well, we already know what happened. The pandemic. It's not hard to understand that. It's really stupid people that don't understand that. I mean, let's be real. If you don't understand that a huge situation happened with the world, it's not just us.
So Donald Trump doesn't. You would call Donald Trump stupid then?
No, because Donald Trump's trying to make it so this doesn't happen again.
Oh, no. But hold on. Time out. Donald Trump throughout the entire campaign called it Biden inflation, that Biden raised your gas prices. So if you're of the view, which I would agree, that people who have no understanding of anything think that Biden is responsible for inflation, then you would also have to use Donald Trump as an example of that.
Of course. I mean, it's all.
So Donald Trump's stupid. I agree.
No, at the end of the day, it's all a campaign, how you run it.
So Donald Trump is lying to you? Now you're openly admitting that he's lying?
It's fair game. That's
so he's
what I'm
lying.
saying.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe,
you've put yourself in a terrible corner of which you either have to admit that Donald Trump is stupid or you think that he's lying.
I mean, he was, dude, there were so many things.
Exactly. Bro, exactly. You got yourself in a terrible corner. Come on, bro.
Got his ass.
No, you didn't.
Got him.
No, you guys can never get me. I'm too smooth. Like I said before, at the end of the day, I'm way too smooth.
Oh, bro.
I've told you from the get-go, I'm going to destroy you, and I've been doing that. You look at the numbers, baby. That's all I got to say. I mean, like, I've been killing you, brother.
I think you have to be trolling, dude.
Dude, I am not dude, you guys don't understand.
Like, yes, let's do a citizenship test. Right now.
Yes, 7. Fucking, what's it called? Africa. Come on, what are we gonna do? Like, we
continents, bro.
I mean, people have to take a test to get into the country. I mean,
let's hear it. Let's hear.
The Constitution. The first 3 words.
Oh, we the people? Come on, bro. Everybody knows that.
Brother.
Hold on, next question.
All right.
My brother read the chat. My brother read the chat, bro.
Dude, the chat
Here we go.
Yes, you did. You read the chat.
You didn't say I read the chat.
You guys are really cool.
You read the chat.
Here we go.
Wait. At first,
Oh my God.
Wait, at first you're like, dude, why'd you give me the hardest thing? And then suddenly, magically, you have an epiphany, and it's we the people after the entire chat is spamming we the people.
All right, here we go. Don't guys chat. You guys got to be cool. Don't tell them.
Yeah, chat. Wait, chat. Don't say anything. Don't answer the question.
Here we go. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
The chat just who turned off the chat?
One of the mods did.
Okay. I didn't know mods have that power. I'm not comfortable with that.
What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
First 10 amendments. Our constitutional rights. Come on, dude.
Oh my, bro.
What?
Bro. You couldn't even get into the country, bro.
Oh my god, dude, you guys are picking the hard. That's hilarious that you guys like.
It's
That
a
is
U.S.
not the hardest one.
It's a U.S. citizenship test. You understand this, right?
All right, give me 10. I'm at an 80% right now. I'm still passing.
Yeah,
Wait. We have to like tell you. We have to get like the answer. Like
Yeah,
it starts with.
See, that ain't telling me nothing.
It's the Bill of Rights, dude.
Bill of Rights, dude.
Yeah, so you're 0 for 2, which means you have to get the next 8 correct.
All right, I'm still no. I can lose one more, and then I'll still be passing.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Name one branch or part of the government.
Oh, judicial. Yes, let's go, baby. Woo.
By the way, this is him celebrating after he couldn't name the Bill of Rights. By the way. This is what I'm saying.
1 and 2, baby.
All right, who is in charge of the executive branch?
Donald Trump. No. All right, we're at 70. Come on, I need. Give me something easy, Chris.
Wait.
You actually don't know?
Huh? Who was in charge?
Who's in charge of the executive?
Branch?
The military, dude.
Oh my bro,
Dude, oh
See,
my
this is what
God,
I can't
really?
do. I
You
can't.
are giving me the hardest one.
No.
Dude, you guys are
No.
Brother,
I can't do people coming up here and telling me I'm the smartest. You guys don't know shit, and hit me with that, bro.
Yeah, bro. You can't come up here saying you're gonna cook, man.
You got
and
me
do this,
stumbling.
bro.
I'm confused right now. So let's do
All
one.
right,
more.
you're at 70. It's the
executive
president.
The president.
The president.
Fuck. All right, come on. Give me something. See
Come on, hype yourself up. Hype yourself up.
I heard that. All right, here we go. Sorry, there's someone. Yeah, I'll explain that. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Who's turning the chat off?
All right, here we go.
See,
Name two. And again, I want to point out this is.
Bro, you're picking hard ones,
Wait,
Chris.
I want to be clear. This is a U.S. citizenship test. You have to take this to get to the United States. So this is not like I don't get to just pick the hard ones, dude. If you come to the United States, you gotta fucking pass. Okay, there's no fucking hard ones. Here we go. What I want you to name 2 cabinet level positions.
Oh, come on,
Dude, come on. That's easy.
Okay, it's easy. Go ahead.
Why did Harry look like that? See, that's how I know you were giving hard ones because that look Harry just gave. That is,
bro.
You just said it's easy. First of all, I gave you this look because it's easy. It's incredibly easy. 2 cabinet level positions. Give us 2. Go ahead. You said it was easy. Oh, come on, man.
All right, I guess I'm an illegal. Hey.
Oh my God! You can't even name one.
I mean, you guys are picking hard ones.
Dude, why we're picking hard ones? Here we go. Here, I'll name a couple.
Or what is he at? Is he at 6, right? He's 6 more left?
Yeah.
He's got one.
That's still passing.
If you get the rest of them right.
Yes.
Okay, you have to get the rest of them right.
I think he's at a 60%, but
no.
You've gotten if we've asked 4, you've got
no. I did not. Let's go.
Yeah, the past 4. So you're 1 and 3 right now. No, 1 and 4.
No, 1 and 3. I literally come on.
Okay,
keep
1
it
and
going.
3. 1 and
Yes,
3.
I do want to point out 2 cabinet level positions. Let's do Vice President, Attorney General, Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Secretary of Treasury, Secretary of Transportation, Secretary of State, Secretary of Labor, Secretary of the Interior. There's like 100. All right, just want to point that out.
All right.
Wait, people are saying he's 1 of 4. Okay, wait.
I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm not.
All right.
He's trying to. He's trying to. What is the highest court in the United States?
The Supreme. Come on.
Okay.
Dude saying come on.
Come on,
like you didn't know. Like you didn't know who.
2 out of 5. 2 out of 5.
All right. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Okay.
He's scrolling down to find the hardest one. Look at him, y'all.
Bro,
you are scrolling down, dude.
This is stop saying I'm looking for the hardest one. This is a U.S. citizenship test. There are no hard ones, bro.
It's like asking, it's like saying to Chris that on a math test with adding single digits, you're like, man, you're looking for the hardest one, bro.
Look. Like, here we go. Like, this is number 48. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. You don't even have to tell me the amendment number. Just describe
the one about the females. Yes, that females can vote. That's right, dude. That's fucking right. Come on, that's right.
Women can vote. Sure.
I don't love the term female. Okay.
Female, women. Yes, women. All women can vote. Yes.
3 of 6.
Oh, let's see where they go. Halfway. Yeah.
All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
Did Harry just say harder?
What?
He was just saying harder.
When is the last day?
I can speak.
When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms?
Ooh, I think it's shit. I know this one. Oh, fuck.
God,
I know it. Hold on.
How the fuck do you pay taxes?
I do, but I know it. It's. Is it this year? Or any year? April 15th, I think.
I'll give it to. I mean, he's right, but that sounded, and I don't know where he got that from. It kind of sounded sus.
What you mean? I'm literally been on the fucking phone. Let's go. I knew it. Come on.
4-7. 4-7.
All right.
I gotta think because I'm like on the spot.
All right. There were 13 original states. Name 3.
Dude, you're picking the hardest one.
Come on, bro.
Come
3
on.
colonies. 3 colonies, dude. Please.
Massachusetts, Virginia. Who was? And New York. That's what I'm going with.
All right.
5 of 8.
All right.
You need to get the next 2 right to pass.
And if I pass, what happens?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah, literally nothing.
Absolutely nothing, bro.
All right, here we go.
I think Google's helping him out, but I'm not sure.
Bro, there's literally no. I wish I could turn my camera on, but I don't have enough followers. There is literally nobody here. It's just me and you, baby.
Trust me, I know there's nobody there, bro. You're good.
All right.
All right, here we go. When was the Constitution written?
Oh, that's got to be in the
5 seconds.
1787.
Bro, he's looking this up, dude. There's
No,
no
I'm
way.
not looking it up.
He's cheating.
Dude, literally,
no
I've been
way.
on the phone the whole time.
No, I'm calling. Dude, you can tell me what year the Constitution was written, but when I ask who leads the executive branch, you don't know the answer.
Yeah.
Dude, it's because I was brain fogged. Like I come on, bro.
No, I'm calling.
Dude, how am I looking this up? I'm literally.
Dude, this guy's ChatGPT in front of him. I guarantee it.
You can turn on your camera.
I can't.
Hold on, let me see.
Dude,
Hey, you're right. I can't invite you.
I can't.
Dude, it's that. All right, then is this the final question?
Final question. He's 6 for
all right,
what?
then this is gonna be timed.
Yeah. 3 seconds.
Then you can't cheat.
3 seconds. All right.
Okay.
5 seconds. Give me 5.
No, 3.
4.
No. All right, here we go. Final question.
Shit.
Who did the United States fight in World War II?
Oh fuck. 1. No, I know this. Hold on. No, I know this.
Buzzer beater.
Go.
Go.
Germany,
And
Italy, and fucking Japan.
Dude, he's cheating. He's cheating. He's cheating. He's Googling. No way to God.
Oh my God.
This guy's Googling.
No, he's cheating, bro. He's
Dude,
cheating.
no
I promise
fucking
he's
way.
cheating.
How am I cheating?
Bro, dude, you cannot tell me that you don't know who leads the executive branch and you don't know the first 3 words of the Constitution, but you can name the Axis powers. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and I'm 6'7" and I play in the NBA. This is
Oh my God.
yeah, the joke is he's actually 5'4". So
Yes, I fucking won. I'm fucking legal. Hey, Trump's coming back.
All right,
Have a good one.
Can we? Yeah. All right. We got him on the first cover though.
because he's cheating the rest.
Yeah, I hit him with the number 3. What are the first 3 words of the Constitution? He said, "Why give me the hardest one?"
Yeah. What are the first 10 amendments called, dude? This is so hard. Stop, bro. Stop it.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, bro. That guy was ChatGPT and that stuff, man.
Yeah, like he's gonna be like, it's Germany, Italy, and bro, come on,
And Japan.
Yeah, that shit sounded so fake.
Bro, you'd be all right now.
That shit sounded insane.
You'd be all right now.
Oh man, that's really funny.
Let me get to some Venmos. I missed a bunch.
Yeah, why don't you
Marcus,
shut your bitch ass up?
How about you shut the hell up,
guys? Can I wait really quick before you do that, sir? Everybody, spam a million W's again. Mowry in my live. $500 on Cash App. Absolutely fucking insane. I told her I appreciate her, but I know probably in here means so fucking much to me. So huge W's in the chat. Means the world. Go ahead.
Marcus, thanks for the $1. Here is $100,000. I appreciate you, man. And Lindsay, thanks for the $5 for your $5 in your honor of the Mad Boy for people paying you for your hard work, debating brain rot all the time. I appreciate you, Lindsay and Marcus. Thank you, guys. That was a bit ago with that guy. Lindsay, I'm gonna need you guys to start. I'm gonna need y'all to fill the chat with W's, man. I need y'all to fill. Chris, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up, man. No, just shut up, bro. I'm gonna need y'all to fill the chat with W's. Lindsay, with $1,000.
No fucking way.
Lindsay, please fill the fucking chat with W's right fucking now. I need at least 1,000. Lindsay!
Bro, that's fucking crazy.
With $1,000 on Venmo. Holy shit, she said, now you've made it. This is in reference to that guy earlier who's like, yeah, you make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Or, sorry, a month. That's what he said. A month. 100. Lindsay, I appreciate you so fucking much. $1,000 fucking dollars. Bro, now you've made Lindsay. I appreciate, because I was telling this guy earlier, I've never made 1,000. I don't think I've ever made $1,000 off of one live, or at least I can't recall. He's like, no, dude, post your tax returns online. Wrong. Lindsay. Well, there you go, Lindsay. Now we have the example. Lindsay, I appreciate you so much. Lindsay, that goes such an incredibly long way. You are fucking amazing. You always support me, Chris, Parker, Dean, all of these folks. I'm sorry I'm just seeing this now 43 minutes ago. I apologize. But Lindsay, thank you so much. Holy shit, dude.
That's
Chris. Say thank you, Lindsay. Say thank you, Lindsay, Chris.
No, but on a real note, like, we appreciate
say thank you, Lindsay.
Shut
Chris.
up.
Say thank you, Lindsay.
Bro, stop.
Say thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you, Lindsay.
There you go.
I hate this guy so much.
I don't fuck with this.
No, but on a serious note, like, we appreciate you guys so much, Lindsay. That's fucking absolutely insane.
Dude,
it's not
Lindsay.
something, and any of us, for anyone in here, it's not something we ever take for granted or expect. Like, just the fact that we're able to be up here and do this, it means the absolute world. So
bro, that's actually, dude, Lindsay. Like, I don't even know what to say to you, man. I appreciate you so much. W Lindsay in the chat. I need more W's for Lindsay in the chat right now. That is so incredibly kind. Lindsay, I love you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for constantly supporting. Thank you for constantly being here in the live. You are amazing. I hope you know that. God, Lindsay, I'm going to send you a message in just a second. I appreciate you so much, though. I'm sorry. God, Lindsay, always supporting. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Thank you, Lindsay. Bren, thank you for the $10 as well. Keep doing the work, babe. I always look forward to your lives. Bren, we love you as well. Bren, thank you so much. Rebecca, thanks for the $1. Did you get my Venmo yesterday? It was middle of the day. I will check. I'll make sure I did. Kat, thanks for the $5. Looking extra good today and being awesome. Kat, you're amazing. I appreciate you. Blair, thanks for the $10 of the red heart. You're amazing. Another couple dollars from Sophia because Blown won. Well, I don't even know, man. I appreciate you, Sophia. Matthew, thanks for the $5 for eating hot wings with Chris against your better judgment. Yeah, Chris really couldn't handle it. I handle it just perfectly fine. Ali, thanks for the $1. Yeah, Blown.
Dude, you took half a bite.
I took the whole thing. It's okay.
Bro, pause.
It's okay. Most raging Republicans have never.
Pause.
You're good, bro. Ali, thanks for the $1. I appreciate you. Molly, thanks for the $5. Elon told me to send this to you. I'm sure. What a freak that guy is. Taylor, thanks for the $2. And Izelle, thanks for the $2. Yeah, I agree with that, Izelle. That's for sure. Landon, thanks for the $1. It's true. Dem here report came out earlier today that they've been hiding Biden's condition for years. I don't think that's what that guy was talking about, Big Dog. I think he was talking about like congressional fucking documents or something. Brianna. I know you, Brianna. Thank you for the 1 cent saying the PJs are fire. I am of the view. Cindy, thanks for the $5. Queen Bee, thanks for what you do. Would love to hear your view on Mexico's newly established textile tariffs on China, how it affects the United States. Wow.
Well, wow.
No, for sure. I mean, like,
go ahead, Eric Cook.
Wow.
Go ahead, bro.
These tariffs, I mean, no, I'm joking. We kind of move in like tandem when it comes to trade with Mexico and trade with Canada in terms of what they do with foreign nations as well. So I think like tariffs generally is bad for free trade. So, and we want like Mexico and Canada as well as like some of our biggest trading partners to participate in free trade. So generally, like, not familiar with the specific tariffs you're referencing, but generally doesn't sound great. That's my view. Jana, thanks for the $5. Can you provide a welfare check on Parker? He got kicked off earlier. I'll text him in a minute for sure. Jana, thanks for the $5 as well. Could we please rename this game? Are you smarter than an immigrant? Yes. Yes, we can.
Wow. Just, well, it's not. Wow.
All right, if you're MAGA, let us know. We'll bring you up. We can talk. Chris has cool hair. No. Make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already. We do these lives all the time. I really appreciate it. And follow Chris. He does lives, although like you'll probably won't want to do that.
Bro, why are you such a dick?
I'm sorry. Weren't you just talking about my hair earlier when you came in?
Oh my God! I can say one thing. I say, what's going on with your hair? Because it's different.
Well, as Donald
That's
Trump
all I
says,
say. And the whole
when we
fucking
get hit, we hit back 10 times harder.
You've been bitching. Oh, no one wants to see Chris's lives. Well, fuck you, buddy. You
I didn't
smell
say
like
that.
shit every single time I'm with you. You smell.
You
like
don't
shit.
shower.
All right. Yep. Yep.
Hey, what up?
What's up, man? You vote for Donald Trump?
What's up?
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did.
Okay, why?
I don't know. Like, I feel like compared to Kamala Harris, I feel he presented a better outlook for the future. Let me say this. I'm not really a political guy. I don't follow all the nitty gritty stuff about politics, but just from like a simple standpoint, I guess you could say, just like what they said and what the policies were, it seemed like Trump was just a better pick. I don't know.
So you don't know what you're talking about? Is this interesting?
Well, I don't know the nitty gritties, but as a guy that's almost out of college, and the way the housing market is going and all that kind of stuff, I just felt like Trump was.
So like you voted on vibes?
I guess you could say that, yeah.
That's really
but,
good.
well, I feel like that was exemplified by the election when Trump won the popular vote and the electoral vote by a landslide. If that doesn't say anything, I don't know
It was the third closest election since 1888. It was one of the closest elections in modern American history.
Well, I get that, but like,
well, no, you don't, because you just said it was a landslide. Now, because I couldn't talk to you about anything economic related because you voted based on vibes. How do you feel about him like trying to overturn an election he didn't win, or bragging about sexual abuse, or being found liable for sexual abuse?
Well, I just want to say that, like I feel like the American people showed that they were sick of the Biden administration just by the way they voted. And sure, you may say, oh, well, it wasn't even that big of a landslide. Like it definitely showed in the poll and the voting and everything. And many pollsters had Trump losing several states, which he ended up winning.
Okay,
that to me, if you bring up vibes, it's not just all vibes. I paid a decent amount of attention. To me, Trump was the better option.
Give me a couple of things. Like, why was Trump the better option?
Gas prices, for example, like just in general, like gas prices.
What is down. Okay? So like prices of things. So like, what is Trump going to do to lower prices?
I guess tariffs. I guess you could say. Well,
wait. Why are tariffs going to lower prices?
Well, instead of importing goods and buying goods from other countries, I guess it would force companies to make them in the United States of America.
Yeah, but the economists at Goldman Sachs estimated an increase in inflation by 1.5% by the middle of 2025 with Trump tariffs. Yeah, sure. Like the idea being that they'll force some companies to produce things in the United States, but most companies will eat the inflated cost to get a good and push it onto American consumers. So there's no question it'll cost some amount of inflation.
Well,
inflation will increase.
But at the same time, I feel like the U.S. is the biggest customer for all these companies. And if Trump puts all these high tariffs on these companies and the U.S. doesn't buy these goods, then it's going to force them to start building in the U.S.
Yeah, but there's way better ways to force companies to build things in the U.S., like capitalism, right? Joe Biden gave a bunch of businesses tax cuts to produce computer chips, aka the CHIPS Act, and Joe Biden, and we're going to account for I think 20 or 30% of the world's computer chips by 2030, as opposed to 0% right now. We've seen more spending on electrical manufacturing in the United States, according to the Department of Treasury than ever before in American history. It's like 10 times more than it was under the Trump administration. And Joe Biden added almost double the amount of jobs Donald Trump did in terms of manufacturing alone. And so like that is like a way better way using capitalism, incentivizing business to produce things here than tariffs, which are going to alienate us around the world. Other countries are going to enact tariffs back, aka trade wars. So our exports are going to go down. Our allies are pissed and inflation will start to increase, which is really going to hurt things like the market. And you talk about things like gas prices. Like I don't understand how there's no evidence that Joe Biden or Kamala Harris had anything to do with price increases.
Well, like if I'm not mistaken, I guess you can correct me if I'm wrong, but during the Trump administration, gas prices were an all-time low, and maybe not all-time, but they were on the national average was pretty low. Yeah, and then during the Biden administration, the gas prices were higher.
Yeah, sure. So if we look at first of all, if you look at gas, the average price of a gallon of gas right now, compared to the average income, and we compare that to 2017 and 2018, it's pretty much identical. Number two, under the Trump administration, all of 2020, when COVID happened, everybody stopped going outside, and there was no supply for oil. The world was shut down, and when there was no demand for oil. The world was shut down. Nobody wanted to go out. There was no demand for oil, and so everybody cut their supply because suppliers weren't making money selling oil because there's no demand. And so supply was very low, demand was very low, and under the Trump administration, you could get like a gallon of gas for like $1.30 at the end of 2020. But barrels of oil on a global market were being sold for like $5 a barrel, $10 a barrel, some days $0 a barrel because there was no supply or demand for gas. And then Joe Biden gets in office and the vaccine starts rolling out. Everybody goes outside. So the demand for oil explodes, but the supply is still very, very low. And so when supply is low and demand is high, you get inflation. Right now, the United States is producing more oil than ever before in human history. We're producing about 1.1 million more barrels a day than at the peak of the Trump administration in 2019.
But don't we still export oil from the Middle East, Russia?
No, I think you're trying to refer to import. And yes, actually, for the first time in 70 years, the U.S. is a net exporter of oil because we're producing so much oil. But we purposely export. We could be, quote, energy independent. We could just use all our own oil, but it makes more sense to export oil to other countries and then buy it back at a cheaper rate because it makes us a lot of money.
Well, which Joe Biden did, by the way. He beat OPEC for the first time.
I feel like if
this guy laughing down there, does he?
I always hate when you say it like that, or not hate. I just find it funny. It's like the way you say it.
He beat OPEC, Chris.
Joe Biden beat OPEC for the first.
Do you guys see how like mean Chris is to me? Like I'm trying to add to his point. I'm trying to add to his point, and like and then he just makes fun of me, guys. It's like wow.
No, you're actually right. I shouldn't be. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Guess though. Go ahead.
I'm not soft like Chris.
Yeah. So like under the Trump administration, we were still importing like a ton of oil.
Sarah, what the?
I don't know. Wouldn't the supply increase though if we drill our like?
Yeah, so we're drilling more.
That we're already producing at an all-time high, but if we produce more and export more, wouldn't that make us more money and the supply in the U.S. increase?
If we produce more and you said export more.
Well, you're saying we're already at a net. Would you say net export?
We're a net exporter.
We're making money off the oil we produce, basically, right? Yeah. Is that what you said?
No, we're a net exporter of oil for the first time in 70 years, meaning we export more oil than we import.
Right. So if the supply increases in the U.S., like if we make our own oil on our own land, wouldn't that make prices cheaper if we don't have to go through the whole?
Yes, it would.
Of exporting?
Yes, if we didn't export to any countries, then the price we would essentially be able to. Our producers in the United States would be able to set the price of gas. Yes.
Well, I'm not saying not exporting, but if we.
Yes, the answer is yes. We could if we supplied only our own oil to ourselves, we would control the price. That is way more negative. There's a lot of negatives to that compared to just being partially tied to the global market and making a fuckload of money.
No, I know, but like still exporting oil. If we make more oil here, I'm getting at like you're saying
that was the wrong one.
You're saying that right now we're in all-time high of production. If we increase that production,
yes,
and we still export oil, or
Yes.
petroleum, whatever.
Yes.
Wouldn't that make prices cheaper?
If we
because just because the supply is so high.
Sure.
Well, that's what like Trump's plan
Yeah,
is.
dude. Oh my God. Yeah. So the whole reason I say all this is because Trump literally said a million times over, we're not producing any oil. Biden hates oil. They've cut off all the, we've closed all the oil drilling rigs and all these things. And it's a war on energy. He said it 100 quadrillion times over last year. We have a war on energy. It's just factually not true. And also, like, again, if you should start questioning if Donald Trump's main economic proposal is drill, baby, drill, and we're already drilling so much oil, then he doesn't have any fucking economic proposals. It's not like he could increase the oil production by fucking 40%.
Well, didn't Biden shut down the pipeline?
The Keystone Pipeline XL was not operational when it was shut down, and it wasn't our oil. It was Canadian oil being refined in the United States.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I know you don't know, bro. So why do you think it's okay to vote for someone who brags about sexual abuse?
Courtney, thank you for the $1, and Jenna, thanks for the $5.26. I appreciate you. And Gabrielle, thanks for the $1, and Bridget, thank you for the 2, and Law the Wild, thank you for the 2. I'm sorry, I just saw this.
I'm just gonna tell you like my train of thought.
Okay, let's hear.
I feel like if somebody is, and this is gonna be another debate, but if somebody is good at their job, then I. Like for example, if my boss, I work at Chipotle. If my boss at Chipotle is a cocaine addict outside of work,
you gotta go. Unfortunately.
All right.
Sorry. No.
Oh my God!
I'm not kicking you,
bro. Wait. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. The way you fucking responded, you said, yo, you gotta go. He was mid sentence. He said, oh, okay. Didn't even question you. He said, that boy just took. Bro, that was so funny. I don't know why. That man just took it. He said, wait, he said, okay.
Okay. You was like, what? Why? Okay. No, sorry, man. You can't say the drug name on TikTok Live, unfortunately. So.
Oh man! Wow.
So anyway,
he said. Oh.
Trisha, thanks for the $1.
You're not funny. You're not.
Trisha,
funny.
Thanks for the $2. I appreciate you. Can you hold on?
Wise, thank you for the 100. Oh my God, bro! Thank you for the $100 on Cash App. Wise, I'm sorry, I'm just seeing this as well. I haven't been checking Cash App, to be honest. Shout out Wise. Can we get 100 W's for Wise in the chat? My God. Yo, I appreciate that so much. Chris is playing NCAA right now, and he's sucking. Wow. So anyway, W Wise in the chat for the $100, at least a minimum of 100. Please, 100 W's for her. She's so amazing. I thank you so much. You're fantastic. Wow, that's really kind. That's very nice. Thank you. And Wise, you always support the lives as well, so I appreciate you being back here and doing that. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place right now. I know people are saying fix your audio. Sorry. I have a voice effect on.
I'm sorry. My bad. Haley, thanks for the $2.22. Chris could get it. He could get removed. Banished. Amy, thanks for the $5. I'm a lesbian, but your hair looks good. She said fan-fucking-tastic, Chris. How do you feel about that?
I feel like she didn't have to preface the first part.
Well, I think she's saying because it's like...
It's not...
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like anybody could have picked up on that, champ.
Okay. I mean, I was kind of making a joke. I mean,
please give this to Chris. I got you. I will, of course. Avery, thanks for the $5. When this guy debates Parker and Dean, it's insufferable. Oh, that guy. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I agree. 7, thanks for the $5.55. Please read TikTok PM. I will. Definitely send me your username so I can find it. Amanda, thanks for the $2 as well. Brooke, thanks for the $1. Literally crying for you. W. Lindsay as well, man. W. Lindsay. Courtney, thanks for the $1. I appreciate you. Daisy, thanks for the $1. And Shaw, thanks for the $1 as well. Harry, please don't cough when Chris is talking.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
I'm sorry. I have a little bit of a cough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, thank you. Who said that? I appreciate you.
Don't. Bro. Right. I have to send my the $8.90 to you, Chris.
Yo, appreciate you. Who is that?
Elena,
much love. I appreciate you so much, truly. Do not take that for granted. Are you done? Are you done reading? Or can I?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for all your support. We're almost at 1 million likes. Almost there. Double tap the screen. I appreciate you guys so much. Bren, so good to see you. $10. Chris, my boy, I just love you and love all the work you put in advocating for women's healthcare. Thank you. Bren, I know it's been an hour since you sent this, but it was one of my biggest supporters, Harry and I appreciate you so much.
I'm sorry. That I just have a cough, dude. I'm sorry.
I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart. You always.
We love Anna. Shout out Anna.
I hope you're doing well. I don't know how Texas did today. I know you're
Hello?
the Texas mama. That's what you call yourself. Bro, can you